What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, and finally we are back. Arsenal against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. I don't know how anybody else feels, but it feels like Arsenal have not played football for weeks. You know, that Manchester City game feels like a lifetime away, man. It's great to be back, people, on this Sunday. FA Cup action, third round, Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. And looking forward to this game. A game that has a lot of feeling for me. Obviously, I'm a Nottingham boy, born and bred. And it is my hometown team against Arsenal, the team, obviously, that I support. And hopefully Arsenal handle business, get through to the next round. This is a competition we can win. And we have won it, I think, 4 times in the last 7 seasons. So it is a great opportunity for us to win silverware. And let's hope there's no messing about. Midnight Moon, you got me, man. Stand up. You get me once, people. And Tottenham are lucky, man. They got through just by the skin of their teeth today against, was it Morecambe? I think Morecambe are in League 2. Or League 1. Let me go into Granit Xhaka mode, people. Let's slow things down. I do not want to miss many of your comments. Big up for everyone for tuning in. I was actually in 2 minds whether to go to this game or not today. But the cold weather and everything, man. Anyone in the UK right now, it's freezing. And I'm happy to just be indoors right now. But big up to every single one of you for tuning in. And it's been a great week. We've hit 40,000 this week on the channel. So thank you once again to everyone who has supported the channel, and onwards and upwards as we move, people. This one is personal, man. The Curtis Shaw Derby, people. The Curtis Shaw Derby. And interesting enough, the FA Cup draw is coming up before the game starts. So we're going to see the draw live on air, people, so that adds a little bit extra. Big up to everyone in the comments. Snake Eye said hello, the usual suspects. Big up to Shambru, said big up Big C. Big up Prince Teddy, who's put the teams in there. We will discuss the team shortly. Gooneray, Arsenal, come on you Gunners. I see Fran in the chat. Big up Fran. Patino and Sambi, big risks. I mean, listen, let's talk about the team. Cameroon, Burkina Faso, 1-1, first day of the AFCON. So that will be interesting. But let's talk about the Arsenal team quick. We'll talk about the Forest team. We'll talk about a little bit of news. We'll do the FA Cup draw. We've got about 25 minutes until the game gets underway. The headline news for Arsenal is Charlie Patino starts in midfield for Arsenal. He makes his debut today. And a very big game for him to start in. Make no mistake about it, this won't be an easy game. This is an experienced, hard-working, physical championship side. It's very different to under-23 football. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting in that sense for Charlie Patino. John Layat said, Nottingham Forest is like our fathers because they gave us our colours, red, but yeah, fantastic what Arsenal did with knife crime. Big up to you, John. Appreciate the super chat. And I am going to discuss that situation, obviously, with the kit we're going to be playing in today. Big up to Mr. Danielson himself. The team today for Arsenal, Leno in goal. Back 4 of Cedric, Ben White, Rob Holding, and Nuno Tavares. So an experienced back 4, you know. Cedric is, you know, he's been around for years. Ben White now has been at Arsenal all season. He's been at Brighton. Rob Holding, plenty of experience. Tavares, fairly new, but still, you know, should be able to handle it. Patino and Lokonga is the midfield too, so a very inexperienced central pivot pair in there. In terms of Patino and Lokonga. Lokonga's going to have to take a lot of responsibility for the fact that, you know, look, Patino is only 18. It's his debut. You need guidance when you play in midfield and you're young and inexperienced. Odegaard plays in the 10 role, so very strong there. Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, Eddie and Nketiah through the middle. So we have lots of quality there. We know that Nketiah tends to thrive in these kind of in competitions. And Martinelli and Saka are on fire at the moment. Odegaard is playing very well as well. So that attacking 3 in particular is where I would like to think we will exploit this Forest team, really. On the bench, Ramsdale, Tierney, Chambers, Pablo Mari, Lacazette, Kolasinac, Biref, Salah and Hutchinson. These three who I've just named, obviously young players. Salah Adine, I believe his name is. Biref and Hutchinson. I think, you bring the likes of Lacazette just in case, there's problems and you have an opportunity to bring him on in the game. TGJ said he got stabbed a few years back, 8 times, pulled through, and glad to see my club standing up against knife crime. Big up, man. Listen, obviously try your best to keep out of trouble. Glad you pulled through, and hopefully you've turned your life around. And listen, it's very important that football clubs actually do something and try and help these situations, because football clubs have to understand the power that they have in the community. I'm not saying that they can stop these type of crimes, but they can certainly help it and influence it. So I am delighted for once to see Arsenal bring out a new kit. I'm very critical of them usually, exploiting fans with new kits, but this one is a very important message, something that needs to be worked against worldwide. And listen, I've got a lot of respect. It's going to be strange seeing Arsenal playing all white like Tottenham's colours, but for today we can let it slide. We can definitely let it slide. In terms of the team and the Arsenal lineup, I suppose the interesting thing is the midfield. 2 young midfielders. And Nketiah starts. Would we have started Lacazette? But I suppose, listen, we've got a very big week, people. We play against Liverpool on Thursday in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and then Spurs next weekend. There's no way you can go full strength for all 3 games. Big up Nemu, said it all stems from poverty. I mean, listen, we could talk about it for hours and hours, and it is the kind of thing that I would want to talk about. Levan said, Curtis, your old team, Kidderminster Harriers, are in the hat. I mean, for those that don't know, that's where I started my professional career, was at Kidderminster. Jan Molby was the manager, former Liverpool player, the Scouse Scandinavian. Top guy he was. And my former teammate yesterday, Amari Morgan-Smith, actually scored the winner for Kidderminster. I believe they beat... who did they beat? Was it Middlesbrough? Someone like that they beat yesterday. So great to see them in the draw. And do you know what? I'd love to see Kidderminster get Arsenal. That is for sure. The FA Cup draw is about to begin, people. The FA Cup draw is about to begin. And I will discuss it as they're drawing the teams. David James is doing the teams. Mark said, yeah, facts, Curtis, it's an important issue. About time football clubs got involved, 100%. Was it Reading they beat? There you go. They beat Reading. I mean, Reading are a championship club. So that is a really impressive victory for them. As a few of you have put in the comments already, Arsenal have just tweeted out that Granit Xhaka and Balogun will miss today's game after testing positive for COVID. Smith Rowe and Tomiyasu are absent due to a tight groin and a tight cough. So obviously get well soon, Xhaka, get well soon, Balogun, and get well soon to a certain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who also tested positive the other day. And obviously we hope that Smith Rowe and Tomiyasu will be available for Thursday against Liverpool. And also Gabriel serves his 1-match ban today for his red card that he got against Manchester City last week. Don't forget, people, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Can we hit 1,000 likes? Nice and laid back today. We're not going to put no major pressure on. If we can get beyond that, then great. If not, so be it. Don't forget, today's video is sponsored by OneFootball. Link in the description below. All the latest transfer news. January transfer window is out now. You need a quick update on your phone. This is the app to get, completely free. Download that now and keep up to date with all your latest news, whether it's Arsenal or whatever club you support. The draw is about to begin. It's going to be quite a long draw, the 4th round. I think there's still over 30 teams left in the competition. Obviously, Arsenal, their game is after the draw, and I believe Manchester United play tomorrow night. So obviously they will be drawn as 2 teams, and depending on who gets through. This is a good question. 6 million. Can we use 5 subs? Or is it 3? I'm not sure, you know. I'm actually not sure of that. If anyone can keep us up to date with that, can you make 5 substitutions in the FA Cup? The draw's about to begin. I'll just kind of slowly discuss the teams as they come out. Obviously, looking forward to seeing who Arsenal get in the next round. So Crystal Palace are the first team out. Apparently, you can make 5 subs according to the chat. Crystal Palace play Hartlepool, so a nice easy draw for them. I'm sure they'll win that. I think Hartlepool are in the conference, so they will be expecting to win that. Bournemouth, the next team out. I think they're high flying in the Championship at the moment. And they play Boreham Wood. Boreham Wood are from the conference. Niall Ranger, former Newcastle player, plays for them now. Huddersfield Town are the next out. Excited for the game. I'm looking forward to it. Really, I should have done my research, find out what number Arsenal were in the draw. So we knew already, but we'll see. Levan said we're number 32. Huddersfield against Barnsley, all Championship affair. Peterborough United, Fran's former team at home. This would be a good one if Arsenal, number 30. Queen's Park Rangers, all Championship game again. Balogun might have played if it wasn't for COVID. I think he would have definitely been in the squad. That's for sure. Cambridge United, my son Cruz plays for Cambridge as well, so he'll be excited to see who they get. If they get a big draw, we can go and watch. They got Luton Town at home. They might think they can beat them. They beat Newcastle yesterday. Yes, I said, hey, Curtis, I'm from Nottingham. My kids are as well. My hometown taking on Arsenal is a bit strange, but we're all together. Let's go. Yeah, man, same. Obviously, for me, hometown club, but it's you know, it's Arsenal only. Southampton got Coventry at home. I want to see a few of the big teams get each other, man. From an Arsenal point of view, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing like Liverpool get Man City or, you know, Chelsea get Man United. Chelsea are out. Who are they going to get? 23. Who is that? Plymouth. Oh, light work. That's an easy dub for Chelsea, that. Oh, yeah, I know. The guy who edits it for me, he put that on there. I said, why is that? But I think he put it from the last league game before. I don't know why he put that L there. I hope he hasn't cursed us for the next round. Everton got Brentford, so that's the first all-Premier League tie. Kidderminster, here they are. Come on, at home. Pull out number 32, please. Oh, 29. Who have they got? West Ham. That is a great draw for them. Premier League club at home. That's an amazing draw. Ian Wright's grandson made his debut for Stoke. I heard that. He said today he's on the verge of becoming a great granddad. So I don't know if his grandson has got a kid on the way. Man United or Villa against Middlesbrough. That's an easy draw for them. Middlesbrough at home. Big up FaZe. He'll be happy with that one. Number 17. I mean, we've still got... Oh, it's Tottenham. Tottenham. Do not pull Arsenal out. Number 10. Who's that? Who is number 10? Brighton. It's all Premier League. I think Man City have still not come out yet. Number 6. Kevin Campbell's son scored. Tyreek, he's a good player. Liverpool are out. Don't pull out Arsenal. Number 7, that's not Arsenal. Who is that? Cardiff. These teams are getting easy draws, man. What is going on here? Just give us an easy draw as well then. Liverpool play Cardiff. Stoke City, this would be good. Kevin Campbell's son plays for Stoke. 21, so apparently that's not us. Wigan, that's light work. So who's left? Were any big teams left? I don't think I've... 32. Is this Arsenal? Levan, you said we were... Nottingham Forest or Arsenal. Here we go. Who we getting, people? It's a home draw. Number 12 is Leicester. Ooh. Arsenal against Leicester in the next round. If, I don't want to be presumptuous, if we beat Nottingham Forest, we get Leicester. And here's Manchester City next. That's a tough draw. Man City get Fulham. Man City get Fulham. Tough draw, that. Leicester at home. We easily... I mean, listen, I'd expect... Yeah, as you said, the FA Cup holders. I would still expect Arsenal to beat them at home. I can't lie, but HMT said light work. Wolves play number 31. That's Norwich. The draw has been absolutely... Everyone has got an easy game, probably apart from us. We probably got the hardest game possible out of the other teams. GSB said Forest might do everything to beat Arsenal now. East Midlands derby on the cards. The draw, most major teams avoided each other there. But listen, I would still fancy it. Sidon, I can't lie, Sidon, man. I know you're a big Leicester fan. I would expect us to beat Leicester at home. I can't lie. I know that comes across a little bit arrogant, but we got a great record against Leicester at home. Leicester in Europe as well. I just don't know if Leicester could go full strength, even though they are the holders, so they'd be expected to. But we are only now 12 minutes away from kickoff, so there was the FA Cup draw, a little bonus. Arsenal will play Leicester at home if, I don't want to be disrespectful, if we beat Nottingham Forest tonight. So, Sid said, Curtis, I'm bored of these easy draws like Arsenal. Hey, Sid, relax, man. You don't come to our place and beat us, man. Listen, it is a tough draw. I can't lie. We could have got a nice... League 2 side or something like that. Kidderminster v West Ham. Delighted to see my old team, Kidderminster, get a Premier League side at home. I'm pretty sure that will be put on TV as well. So a lot of money for them to earn, which is great. NR11 said, are you doing any watch-alongs for AFCON? I think I will, particularly some of the bigger games. So look out for that. We'll do some AFCON watch-alongs during January as well. DJ Ash said, only good thing we didn't get drawn against Chelsea, Man City or Liverpool, 100%. Big C were the ex-holders, exactly. We were the ones who held it the year before and then Leicester came and won it last year. I actually enjoyed seeing Leicester win it against Chelsea. Nice to see somebody else win the competition for once. Let's get into a couple of things before the game gets underway. We've got 10 minutes until we start. Now, obviously, there was some transfer news that was announced by Arsenal yesterday. That was that Ainsley Maitland-Niles, it's been confirmed, he has joined Jose Mourinho's Roma on loan until the end of the season. He gets the number 15 shirt. He was heaping praise on Jose Mourinho, saying he's one of the best managers in the world. And he actually starts today. A number of you have been putting it in the comments. Roma play against Juventus today, which I believe is a league game. And it kicks off at 5:30, so it's a similar time to this game. So we'll try and keep an update on that. And just for anybody interested, he's playing right wing back. They've listed him as playing right wing back against Juventus. Tammy Abraham starts up front. Obviously, Chris Smalling is there as well. So two other English players that I'm sure he knows. But he starts right wing back tonight against Juventus. Big game. Probably one of the toughest games he could have got to start his time there. But listen, a great opportunity for him. Apparently, Roma want to sign him on a permanent deal. Already the word coming out of there is that they want to talk about signing him. If he does well there, hopefully we get a solid transfer fee for him. Oh yeah, and good point, FaZe. Mkhitaryan there as well, who obviously you would have known from his time at Arsenal. So, it's easier to move to a club when you've got two or three people that you know there. And I do think wing-back suits him. So... good luck to him. Good luck to him. Really good loan move. Good luck to Fofty. And 6 months on loan at Roma. No option to buy. No obligation. But I believe they are going to negotiate a deal if he does well there. So we'll have to see. Good luck to man like Fofty. Couple other things to talk about. Obviously, we were talking about the No More Red campaign. And it's going to be interesting today to watch Arsenal in an all-white kit. I know we have had white away kits in the past, but this one is obviously completely white. Actually looks really nice. Arsenal announced that they won't be selling this shirt as they don't want to be seen to be profiting off something that is involved in a charity campaign. I kind of looked at it on the flip side and thought... maybe what they should have done is said, we will sell this shirt, but all the money will be given to charity. I think that would have maybe made more sense. And I think a lot of people would have bought this. I'm not actually sure if it's a complete white kit. Is it white shorts and socks? I haven't seen them take pictures in the entire kit yet, but I would imagine it is. But it is a very nice kit. It'll be a limited edition one. And listen, I'm sure they'll do something to raise money and give more money to charity. And like I said, I do give the club criticism sometimes for bringing out about 20 training kits a year, but this is a fantastic initiative, something that I definitely would be in full support of. And yeah, something that, you know, Ian Wright, Idris Elba's at the game as well. Even Roy Keane was backing it in his support as well. Real Madrid looking at Martinelli playing all white. They can look, but they're going to have to turn up with some big dough to even have that conversation. Michane said Arsenal, Real Madrid settings. Exactly. We talk Real Madrid, not Spurs. When it comes to all white. Jetty Dime said, you just want that shirt. I told you, man, I'm trying to stay away from the merch, man. I'm telling you. Big C, this is going to be one of Arsenal's rare kits. Yeah, exactly, man. One that, you know, people can't really get hold of. Looks way better than Spurs rubbish kits. I agree with that, mate. No one wants to walk around with a Nando's badge on their chest, do they? Blend said, watching from Ghana, smash the likes. Lick them likes, people. I just seen the team in the tunnel, and the kit is all white, actually. And it looks as if Rob Holding is Arsenal captain. I was actually thinking today who will get the armband, and it looks as if man like Bob Balding, in fact, I can't even call him Bob Balding anymore because he's got more hair than me. After he went to Turkey and got that transplant. But Rob Holding is the captain, and let's see how he gets on, man. I know he actually played in the game when we lost to Nottingham Forest a few years ago. Interesting, I can't even see his name on the back of the shirt. It looks as if they're just wearing the numbers on the back of the shirt. I think the interesting thing for Arsenal, the only thing today, is that I look at the Arsenal team, I think, very inexperienced midfield. A lot is going to count for what Lokonga does next to Patino. He's going to need some guidance. Under the lights at the City ground, I've actually played on that ground before. It's a great pitch. That is for sure. It's a cold ground in the winter, right next to the River Trent. You get a real breeze from there. It is a cold night there. And Arsenal need to handle business against Forest. There are no FA Cup replays, so it will be settled on the night. I think it goes, I'm not sure if it goes to extra time or straight to penalties. I haven't actually checked the rules, but it's definitely a historic ground. Nottingham Forest team, I haven't even spoken about it. Samba in goal, Spence, Worrell, Colback. Colback is obviously former Newcastle midfielder. Davis, Zinkernagel, Johnson, who for any of the older viewers who remember a certain David Johnson, former striker for Nottingham Forest and Ipswich, Brennan Johnson is his son, and I would say he is the player to look out for. He is probably Forest's best player. I know Crystal Palace have been linked with him. Big up to everyone in the chat who said it's extra time and then penalties. So extra time and then penalties. Listen, if we had to go to extra time and win, then cool. But ideally, we don't want extra time. We got a big week ahead. We need to just win and get home. You know, win and get home. Then you got Ryan Yates, McKenna, Cook, and Garner. On the bench, Hallraff, is it? Figueiredo, Lewis Graben, Carvalho, Bong, Cafu, Silva, Ojeda, and Taylor. I think that's Lyle Taylor, who used to play for Charlton. Now, Arsenal walked out first in their all-white kit, and now Forest are on their way out. For anybody who wants to watch the game is on ITV in England. So it's on ITV for anybody that wants to tune in as well and watch the game. But obviously, don't leave the watch along, people. Just mute the commentary. The players are on the pitch. FaZe, yeah, Man United, that's their guy, Garner, playing for Forest. I know they've got him on loan. George G said, I'm not going to lie, if that kit was for sale, I would have been getting one. Looks absolutely mint. I can't lie, and for the cause, people, I would have been interested. It looks clean, man. It looks nice. Sean said ESPN in the Caribbean and the USA. So there you go. Anybody looking for a link to watch the game. Yeah, they've got Cafu. I mean, I'm not quite sure it's Cafu right back from back in the day. You know, I'm sure they got their own one. Even the boots are white. Are all the players wearing white boots? I didn't even see that. I'll wait until they come back out and see. Man like Bong, you know, I believe he used to play for Brighton, I think, left back. Certainly an interesting name. Johnny Fertile said, you on the phone, game on the other. You can't go wrong, people. You can't go wrong. If we can hit 1,000 likes, it would be great. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know the drill, people. Download OneFootball. And I'm really looking forward to this game. Really looking forward to it. Forest against Arsenal. Proper FA Cup tie. You know, I did a preview. I've had quite a few previews the last couple of days. I went on BBC Radio Nottingham on the weekend, and they were saying, you know, Forest have won the European Cup, this, that, the other, trying to throw little digs at Arsenal. But, you know, I defended us, don't worry. I said, listen, man, you know, you're a historic club. I respect you. You're the hometown club. But, you know, you're going to have to know your place tonight, people. You know what I mean? But listen, let's hope we get the 3 points. And I think I think Forest, actually, it doesn't do them any favours if they win anyway, because, you know, they're trying to get in the playoffs. Their squad's going to be stretched. They don't need to be playing FA Cup ties. Just let us handle business, man. Craig said, Curtis, Arsenal are willing to offer 160 grand a week for Vlahovic. Well, you know what? I've been probably 24 hours without talking about Vlahovic. I think I mentioned him every day this week on our live streams. Will we get a deal done? You know what? Arteta said some interesting things in the press conference, and in the stuff that he said to the written press. He was basically saying that, you know, we could make a big signing in January if the right player comes up. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. Big up Brad, who said, just join the stream. Big up man like Curtly Yard, man. Respect to you, bro. Smash them likes, people. Game is about to start. Johan said those Notts fans have got some voice in the stadium. They'll be up for it. They'll be fired up, you know. Listen, this is the beauty of the FA Cup. People want to cause an upset. We've got to stop it from happening. Get an early goal. Great to see Mikel Arteta back on the touchline. Obviously, he's been away with COVID, but he is back. The game is about to get underway, people. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. FA Cup third round action. The winners of this game will play against Leicester at home in the fourth round as the players take the knee. And we are underway. Forest kicking from left to right. Arsenal from right to left. And Arsenal have possession straight away. They win the ball back. It's going to be interesting to see how Patino deals with this game. Because like I said, when you're making your debut against the championship team, you're playing against people like Colback, Yates, you know, McKenna, older, experienced heads who've done that hustle and bustle of the championship. Some of them have played in the Prem. They've dealt with that physical presence. And you know, Patino, although amazing player on the ball, they compare him to Jack Wilshere. How will he handle that physical side? Give me a score predictions. And Jake, you've actually put the score what I went for. I've gone for 3-1 to Arsenal. I've gone for 3-1. So give me your score predictions, people. Let me know what you think the score's going to be. Rene said, big up Curtis from St. Lucia, 6-0. I can't see it being as easy as that, but I would love it to be. Dre said the white kit just shining on TV. It looks like a really nice kit. George says 3-2 Arsenal. Dave, 3-0. Sam saying 4-0. Craig, 4-1. MO7 says 2-0. Prince Teddy, 3-1. Gorgie said 4-0. Buenos Aires Guna said 2-0 to the Arsenal. Azim said 2-1 to the Arsenal. Darkest Guna says 4-1. Leon 3-0. Everyone's confident. Fitz is saying 2-1. Sheets of Metal 3-0. Omar, yeah, there will be AFCON watch-alongs. Probably only for the biggest games. I won't be doing all of them, to be honest. 1-1 extra time and 2-1. Crew's going for 3-1 as well to Arsenal. Listen, cup football is already... It's just about getting through. Forest on the ball. Smash the ball back to the keeper there, Samba. and headed out for a throw-in by Cedric. Eddie is a cup guy. You know Eddie, man, he's like R9 in the cups, you know. But Eddie Murphy in the Prem, that's the problem. Let's see. Matt Murdoch said, hey, Curtis, today a childhood friend of mine who's a big Arsenal fan was shot in the military in Burma. He loves AFTV and your channel. Save me and more. Burma. Hey, man, sorry to hear that, Matt. Listen, you know, hopefully, you know, you and your family and your friends of his cope the best that they can. Obviously, a very difficult situation, and happy to shout him out, and hopefully AFTV would as well if you put that comment in. Forest ain't a pushover. No, not all. I believe Forest won 4 or 5 games in a row. They have lost their last 2, though. They have lost their last 2 games. But, you know, I always think when you play against a team like this, you've got to score a goal and not concede. Oh, Spence there with the touch goes out for a throw-in. The white kit looks angelic. The kit's got like a shine to it, hasn't it? I don't know why. Have the players got the names on the back of the shirt, or am I just not seeing it right? Just the numbers, in it, on the back of the shirt. So, yeah, they decided not to put their names on the back of the shirt. Big up everyone shouting out Matt, and obviously with his bad news that he put in there, man. Community settings, people. I repeat, to a fellow Gooner, follower of the community, 100%. The kits today. Was Emery manager last time in the cup? Emery was the manager when we beat Forest 5-0 in the Carabao Cup at the Emirates. But when we lost to Forest in the FA Cup, Wenger was the manager. Oh, Forest. Ooh, Leno does well. Comes out and collects it there. We could have been in trouble there. So he did well. We could have been in trouble. MO7 said, Curtis, apparently Notts haven't played this year. Their game, I believe on Monday, was called off. They were supposed to play Barnsley, and it was called off. Jake said the US has provided 1.5 billion to aid to help the situation there. Dr. Doak said, what was it like growing up in Notts? It was eventful, man. I liked it. You know, it was different. It was tough, but it was, you know, it was, we made it work, you know, we made it work. No names. I don't know why the kit is so bright. Yeah, I think it's definitely got a sheen on it, like a little shiny surface. That's a free kick there. Sambi Lakonga, see, they're going to make life difficult for us, you know. Here's Odegaard. We're going to need him on the ball today. Find Cedric. I think Cedric, one thing about him, he has got a decent cross. You know, he can cross the ball. Dan said Leno's distribution will be interesting. Wonder if he's improved. I mean, he surely will be looking at what Ramsdale's been doing with his distribution and thinking, I need to follow suit here and improve his kicking. It's like white silk. Cooper said we'd be following AFCON. Yeah, definitely, you know. And like I said, I may live stream some of the bigger games or some of the games later on in the competition. False manager said commentator just thought that was Saka, not Sambi. Say no more. I better not say too much. Tuesday, Nigeria versus Egypt. That'll be a big game. Salah. Yeah. Do you know what? I'll check the times out, man, and see. Could be a watch-along. Broad said Curtis Shaw Derby, M4 to NG3. Big up, bro. Big up, Broads. Whereabouts in Notts did you live? I'm from St. Anne's, NG3, Brewster's Road, for anyone familiar with Notts. Craig said Curtis, his nephew got stabbed 3 times, so big respect for Arsenal. Terrible to hear, man. Terrible. Hopefully he's all right. And like you said, man, it's great that Arsenal are trying to do something to improve it, you know. Lucas said, I'm sure no name on the back of the shirt has similar connotations to those who are forgotten or have fallen as a result. Yeah, exactly. I would imagine that's why. We're rocking the white kit better than Tottenham, that's for sure. Odegaard whips in the free kick to the back post. Nobody on the end of it. Is Nuno Tavares, keeps it in. Saka, good ball. Ben White shoots, drags it wide. It's a centre-back shot, unfortunately. and drags it wide for a goal kick. You want a striker or an attacking player to be hitting that. Lokonga moves like Song. Alex Song settings, man. Song was a decent player at Arsenal. We just didn't get enough out of him. He wasn't good for long enough. I thought he could run to Barcelona and got dealt with. Here's Brennan Johnson for Forest. Definitely their danger, man. Somebody we got to keep an eye on. Tom West said from Clifton, Notts, but a big gooner. Big up to you. A lot of gooners in Nottingham, man. Big Arsenal community in Notts. And Forest make a mistake there, but managed to hold on to the ball. Steve Cook, I believe that is. They just signed from Bournemouth. He's getting on a bit. Michael said, now back living in Crystal Palace, London, but was living in Nottingham, Lenton, near Radford. Yeah, I know it well. Yasser said, Curtis, growing up in Nottingham was tough, but we made it work. Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about there, bro. I've said he got tested positive yesterday. Sucks being in isolation. Only good thing, got an offer from Loughborough, London as well, planning to come to the UK this September. I think you mentioned that last time, man. Obviously, as I was saying, Loughborough University is brilliant if you're doing sports, depending on what you're studying. So, but yeah, good unis, man. Well done. Snake Eyes, in your opinion, who was the worst signing ever? That's a tough one. We've had some bad ones. I think you have to bear in mind the transfer fees. It's hard for me to name one. I think Mustafi was a bad one. Xhaka, when I think about it, we signed him over N'Golo Kante. Shamak didn't work. You know, there've been a lot. There've been a heck of a lot. Sanogo, I mean, we could be here all day. At the moment, as crazy as it sounds, Pepe is not a good one either. And Davis and Rob Holding square up to each other. Rob better be careful, man, I'm telling you. You're out your comfort zone here, bro. But it's only football, isn't it? You know, no one's going to start fighting on the football pitch, I'm sure. Broad said, Curtis, make sure you get to the ground on time for the halftime presentation in the Curtis Shaw derby. The helicopter is ready. Not me, bro. Too cold, man. Too cold. I'm chilling. The heating's on. I ain't moving. We got our colours from Nottingham. Yeah, I heard that. There's a lot of rich history surrounding Nottingham and football. Obviously, Notts County, the oldest professional club in the world. Juventus got their colours from them. That's a great ball over the top for Saka. Drive, get at him. Against Jack Cole back in the penalty area. He picks out the wrong pass. There. We could have done stuff. Spence on the counter-attack. Nutmeg Cedric there. That's a foul. Free kick on the halfway line to Forest. Cody Mystified said, new here, new attitude from Bob Bolden. Man said, what? I got hair now, bro. DJ Dre, big up, man. He said, well, go on, Curtis. Big up yourself. Bless up the chat. Yes, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Levan said, has to be Willian. That was a pretty bad one as well. I mean, he was... for a free transfer, he was very expensive, you know, in terms of what he did and stuff. Feel like I'm watching the England team in the white kit. Forest on the ball, go long. We haven't had too much of the ball yet. It's a bit scrappy. Here's Martinelli, does well, finds Nuno Tavares. Oh my God, what is that? Tavares with the pass back. And Leno's looking like Superman, bruv. Oh my days. What kind of a... Just roll the ball back on the floor. What's he doing? Nuno Tavares gone barking mad, people. No dog jokes included, I'm afraid. What was that? The keeper's there. He's about 15 yards away from him. Just roll it back to him on the floor. He's whacked it at him at about shoulder height. Leno's had to dive. I thought he was Soldier Boy, Superman. Man's all over the place. Corner to Forest. Garner whips it in, away swinger, headed away. And it's, is he giving a free kick? That was crazy, man. See, you have to manage these games, you know. You can't have wild heads in these FA Cup games, man. Jeez. Arsenal have the ball back. Cedric. Nuno Tavares, man. Yeah, one-footed. You could be right. The right foot was lacking, man. He's left-footed. And the right foot was crazy. That's the one problem with Tavares, man. he's got that slight, like, loose cannon side to him. It's like he's more comfortable going forward than defending, you know. That's crazy, bro. Long ball over the top. Great ball. Martinelli, left-hand side. Runs at the defender, Spence. Needs movement. Go round him, Patino. You got to move. It's a corner. Corner to Arsenal. And let's see what we can do with this corner. Big up Amir said, congrats, Big C, 40k. Well, you've got Soldier Boy settings, man. I'm telling you. Soldier Boy settings. Yeah, it was a bit of a rusty one. Didn't he give a corner? Now they're running forward like it's a goal kick. Yeah, they give a goal kick. It looked like they changed their mind. We're not keeping the ball well. Got to be honest. We're not keeping the ball well. Alan said, hi, Big C. Sorry, no show for a while. Lots of ish happened. His dad passed Xmas Eve. Now his father-in-law 2 days later. Hopefully things must improve. Alan, hopefully, you know, keep your spirits high. Hopefully your family are staying strong and supporting you. And I'm sure the community will give you some kind words as well. Appreciate you coming back, Alan. And all the best, bruv. Tavares with them Andre Santos vibes. Just loose cannon, bruv. It's a simple pass. So simple. 15-yard ball on the floor under no pressure, and you're whacking it at him. He's man said the dog collar's loose. I don't know what's going on with this guy. And Ketia's Burner, what a name for an account, said the big dog. Moving more like a puppy, bruv. Big up Sheets of Metal for becoming a member on the channel. Really appreciate that, bro. I already thought you was a member, to be fair. Unless you just changed the level you was at. But big up to you, bro. Chris said big up Alan, 100%. Alan said he got his PGCE in computer studies at Loughborough University. So it's a good good uni, especially for sport, like I said. George G said it's the wind curtain. Kev would be proud of that one, I'm telling you. We've started the game poor. Long ball there, straight through to the goalkeeper. I always think in these kind of FA Cup games, what you really need is a midfielder who just says, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. I'll calm things down. I'll take possession away from Forest and give us some control of the game. I think with Lokonga and young Patino next to him, we don't have that today. And that's why we're not looking so good at the moment, to be honest. Effie said the FA Cup draw is out. Yeah, of course. For anyone tuning in late, the winner of this game will get Leicester at home. Probably one of the toughest draws. Most of the other big clubs in the Premier League have got very, very easy draws against lower league opposition. So it's one of the trickiest ties. I would still fancy us to beat Leicester at home. Broad said Kev's son scored, I think. Yeah, apparently he did. He's doing well since he's come back from injury. It's Sambi Lokonga. See, they foul him straight away. Every time he gets the ball, they're clamping people down. This Keenan Davis got our defence on the ropes. I believe he's on loan from Aston Villa. Strong, powerful, young striker. And, you know, he'll have a point to prove. Do you know what, right? And I don't want to say too much, but a friend of mine who plays in the, well, used to play in the Prem, I used to ask him, you know, what are Arsenal like to play against? And he's an attacking player. And he said to me, you know, people like Holding, and I think at the time we had like Mustafi, and I think we had like Koscielny and players like that. And he said to me, he said, you can rough Arsenal's defence up. You know, I'm not saying we're like that as much now. I think Gabriel gives us a lot more aggression. Ben White's looked decent. But, you know, back to tonight with the likes of Holding in the team, I look at them guys and think you can bully them defenders. You can get in. Here's Martinelli, whips it in back post. Oh, deflected. Goes out for a corner to Arsenal. That's a bit better. That is a bit better. Lone Star said Boreham would have got Bournemouth. That's a good game for them. Tavares needs to be taken off. Ian wants him off already. The Arsenal players are confused. They're passing to the red team. It's a corner to Arsenal now. Let's see if we can make a breakthrough. 16 minutes gone into the game. Corner to Arsenal. Who's going to take it? They take it short. Okay, just give it back to him. Had too many touches. You've slowed the whole attack down. Here's Odegaard. Whip that in. Odegaard whips it in. Oh, Samba comes out and collects it. And Forest are on the counter-attack now. Here's that Davis. He's bullied him. Good. He's won the ball there. Great tackle, Martin Odegaard. That is a great tackle. We could have been in trouble there on the counter-attack. Prince Teddy said, get them likes up, people. Can we hit 1,000 likes? No pressure today for no big, massive... Oh, come on, man. Nuno Tavares. Thinks he's got all the time in the world, man. The other touch, he's just standing there past the ball. Vance said, big up Big C here, watching with my 2-year-old son. Still not turned him into a fan. Don't want him to go through this. I'm telling you, man, it's a tough one, isn't it? You want your kids to support Arsenal with you, but you know that it's going to be tough. Here's Brennan Johnson for Forest. Cuts in. Cleared away by Saka at the back post. We've started the game poor. I can't lie, people. We've started the game poor. You know, when you go to these grounds, you got to keep the ball. Their fans are going to be fired up. They're a championship club. They're going to be rough, strong, streetwise. What you have to do is keep the ball and frustrate them, and we're not doing that well enough. Yasser said he lives in Arnold. Yeah, man, my nan used to live in Arnold years ago. I know the area. Alan said, I haven't heard Charlie's name yet. Is he really playing? He's hardly touched the ball. I got to be honest. He's hardly touched the ball. Goat said, keep telling the story. I mean, no, I was pretty much done, bro. He just, like I was saying, he was like, listen, man, the Arsenal defenders, you can rough them man up. You know, they're trying to have a battle with you. You can outmuscle them. You can bully them. And I look at Holding and players like that, and I think you can bully them. Which is why I think moving forward, we need to move people like him on. Oh, Martinelli there tries to run and overruns it. Now, the problem with Arsenal and how we're playing at the moment, we look very much individual. So, like, when a player gets the ball, they've got to do something by themselves. There's no movement. There's no little triangles. We're not playing well. We're not playing well, people. I can't lie. We have to step it up. Because the longer it's 0-0, Forest will grow in belief and think, you know what, can nick this. Mad Rash, I was getting this yesterday on the stream. They're going, Champions of Europe. I'm like, listen, man, that was 40 years ago or something. But listen, I give them their dues. That's the thing, innit? That's their thing. Kelvin, big up with the super chat, said, the match is on TV. Curtis Shaw TV on the phone. Your commentary is so much more entertaining. Keep up the good work. Big up to Kelvin Major. I appreciate that, bro. South London's Finest said, our midfield is the problem in this game. I mean, one thing that was positive from the press conference was Arteta confirming we're looking for a midfielder. We have to sign a midfielder. Now, there was this story coming out. We'll talk about it more on tomorrow's stream, but saying that Arsenal are trying to sign some Brazilian called Danilo. It's not Danilo who plays for PSG. It's a fairly unknown one. I think he's a Brazilian under-21 player who Edu apparently has looked at. I don't know too much about him, but apparently Arsenal are looking at him for around 20 million. So, you know, we'll be doing our research, a few YouTube videos, and try and figure out what he's about, really. Free kick to Forest, dangerous crossing position. Alan Adams said, appreciate all the comments from the community. Big up to you, Alan. Hope things get better for you, bro. And free kick to Forest. Fan Must said, big man Curtis, I always enjoy your streams. Keep it going. I'm worried about Nuno in this game. I see him being taken off. Love always from Canada. These are the games that really will get you acclimatized to English football and what it's all about. It's very different to a Premier League game. The free kick was poor there. It was blocked and goes out for a throw in to Forest now. But we've definitely started this game poor. Just looking on the bench, I mean, we haven't really got a midfielder there that can come on and maybe influence the game at all. I suppose the only attacking player there is Lacazette, who we would probably bring on. But yeah, we don't have any midfielder at all there that can influence it. James said, Big C, I'm finishing watching AFCON, then coming back here. Hope the results will change. Big up to you, James. Man like Enos said, give it to AirPod Albert. AirPod Albert, you know, his managerial time at Arsenal is down. He's been downgraded again to the assistant. But 21 minutes gone. Forest on the ball with their goalkeeper Samba, and we have not started this game well. I don't like the lack of quality and the ability to keep the ball. You know, Tavares does well there. That's better from him. Now pass. Just pass, bro. You know, you get an arm in your face. You're not going to get away with that. Simple pass. He does the first bit spot on, wins the ball. You've got no space to run into. Just roll it to the midfielder. Oh man, listen, I will not refer to this as just because Xhaka's not playing. But it says a lot about our midfield, man. Here come Forest on the attack, dangerous. Edge of the penalty area. Shots blocked and it bounces through to Leno. We have to step our game up, people. This is not good enough. It's a championship team. It's not going to be easy, of course. But we're supposed to show our quality. You know, it's just that midfield at the moment. We have no control in the midfield. Even here, look, Rob Holding saying, come and get the ball. Someone's got to come and get the ball and give me a way out. Martinelli gets it, finds Tavares. Just keep the ball now. Get some possession. 453 likes, 1.4 in the chat. Lick down that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes. Let's see if we can get them by half-time, people. Where's the leader? I mean, listen, like I said, Rob Holding, captain today. Doesn't strike me as a captain, to be honest. Dan said, where's Pepe? Pepe's at the African Cup of Nations with Ivory Coast. So we won't have Pepe for maybe the next 4 weeks. Spence with a shoulder barge there on Martinelli. Looks quite strong, that right back. We have to step up. Torvi said Danilo is easily first team if he comes. Anyone who's seen him play, I believe he plays, I think he plays for, is it Palmeiras or someone like that in Brazil? I honestly haven't seen him play, so I can't pretend to be an expert. I think I've seen his name a few times on Football Manager. That's about as far as it goes. Spence looks decent, says Jahan. He does look decent. Daniel said Arsenal fans always talk about selling players on the bench. Now we have no depth, only kids. I think you got to look at it, though. We got 4 players at AFCON. We got 2 out with COVID and 2 out with injury. You know, that's 9 players when you include Gabriel with suspension. It's going to be difficult for anybody to have strength in depth when you've got 9 players out. You know, which is a shame because I think some of these guys would have got game time today if they were available. Rahel said, personally, I'd move for Ramirez before we get Danilo. A lot more established. TG said, Football Manager streams. Like I said, we're going to get some gaming stuff going in the new year. Well, we're in the new year, but yeah, the Twitch setup is getting moved, and you know we'll get something sorted for Twitch and maybe another YouTube channel or whatever. Levan said, Curtis, have you seen Darren Farley's Agent Rafa impressions? Absolutely hilarious. I was speaking to him the other day. I'm trying to get him back on the channel. Yeah, the Agent Rafa thing is brilliant. For anybody that hasn't seen Darren Farley, his impressions are hilarious. He actually, I think he does Mikel Arteta as well now, and he did Unai Emery, so he is good. Ainsley starts for Roma. Yeah, that game kicked off 5 minutes ago. Any updates on that game, let us know. Ainsley starts at right wing back for Roma tonight against Juventus. Here's Saka for Arsenal. Edge of the box. Odegaard, little reverse pass there. Tried to find Saka and it was blocked. We're starting to get a bit of possession now. Need options. I'm not seeing enough options when we've got the ball. Here's Martinelli. Finds Tavares left-hand side. Start of the game, shaky Tavares defensively. Michael said he's Eddie out of credit. We'll find out today, man. We'll find out. It's a harder game than Sunderland. That's for certain. And Aladi said 50k Big C in the next month. Listen, even if we hit it by the end of the season, that would be amazing. You know, we'll try. We'll try. A penalty spot. Big up, bro. Said I saw your stream with Darren Farley was epic. I think next time if I get him on, I'll do it live. I've pre-recorded the first. He's been on twice. We'll do a live one. Here's Nuno Tavares. Does well. Great ball in. Headed away. He almost looks more comfortable. Oh, Rob Holding shoots. And, I mean, I think it hit the corner flag and went out for a throw-in. So that tells you very much about the quality of that shot. We're just, yeah, Nuno Tavares. You know, he's a fullback that looks better going forward than defensively. It's like when he defends, he almost looks uncomfortable. When he goes forward, he looks like he's happy, you know. Yeah, Rob Holding shoots and the corner flag gets hit and the ball goes out for a throw-in. So that's the way this game's going at the moment. We need to step up. This certainly isn't good enough at the moment. We have to keep the ball better. Here's Nuno Tavares on the ball. Patino does well there, keeps it, finds Martinelli. Need to get Patino on the ball, give him a feel for the game. Tavares loses the ball again. That's not good enough. That's not good enough, bro. I'm telling you, you can't give up possession like that. Here's Brennan Johnson. He will drive, crosses it in. It's a poor cross. And even there, Tavares gives it away again, bro. What's he doing? I mean, I don't know if the white kit is confusing him. Every time he gets the ball, he gives it to them. He gets done here, chip to the back post, and Cedric heads it out for a corner. That is not good enough. He's a Portuguese under-21 international. He costs 7-8 million. The brother looks like he can't defend. He's just giving the ball away. He gives the ball away, then wins the ball back, then gives it away again. What's going on? He's playing so bad. You know what I mean? Get Kolasinac on. Tierney's on the bench, to be fair, but corner to Forest. This is an opportunity for them. They've got some big players. Ball whipped in, away swinger, headed away. Comes out to the edge of the box, cuts back. Oh, win the ball. Can we counter-attack? Odegaard's looking for options. Finds Martinelli. Drive. Needs options. Look, when he's got the ball, no one to pass to. Who's he supposed to pass to here? Sambi's got to get on the ball. He's got to step up and take a bit more responsibility here next to Patino. He's a Belgium international, you know. He should be able to get on the ball and make things happen. And this Spence at right back looks like he's not going to be easy for Martinelli to get much joy out of. Although I'm sure he can, but he looks decent. He does. He needs to calm down. Seems like a headless chicken when he gets the ball, man, Tavares. Is Saka. Finds Odegaard. We need to get Odegaard on the ball a little bit more. Gets it out wide to Cedric. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Don't force it. If it's not there, don't force it. Liverbird said Tavares plays like a 7-8 million pound player. Ah, dear me. Kieran Tierney warming up. Is he actually warming up? That's crazy. Here's Nketiah in the penalty area. He's got support from Saka. Move it quicker, bro. You can't stand there like that. No, what's going on? Man's doing the mannequin challenge. And Nketiah shoots. Oh, puts it wide with his left foot. And I think it's a corner as well. First half decent shot on target there. Eddie's shot was deflected, hits the side netting and goes out for a corner. People saying Tierney's warming up. I'm telling you, Arteta can't be happy with that. He's having a stinker. Scarrety said, shout out to his son Kai. Always has you on while watching, Big C. Tavares having a mare. Big up to you, Scarrety, and your son for tuning in. Dusan Vlahovic, we need to secure his signing. This will be massive for our top four hopes. I mean, listen, can we convince him? That's the question. It's a corner to Arsenal, in-swinging corner. This reminds me of times gone by, man, when we had a poor team, you know. Ball whipped in by Saka, headed away. That's a fantastic corner. Nobody attacked it. And Forest have got away. And that's what's he given there? Is it a free kick or a throw-in? Throw-in to Arsenal. Arteta getting animated on the bench. I'm telling you, man's doing the mannequin challenge, man. That girl is a real crowd pleaser. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. Man in Nketiah, man. Dusan is watching. If Dusan's watching this, mate, not only will he not answer the phone, he'll break the phone, smash the SIM card in half, and change his phone number, mate. Never mind, ignore the call. Oh, Nuno, you're boying it. He's actually having a nightmare. Gets the ball in his feet. Martinelli, no. And then this Spence at right back. Look, he's coming off, mate. He's getting dragged. He's dragging him. Kieran Tierney's coming on. It's painful. Nuno even nearly give the ball away there. He's having an absolute Freddy Krueger, mate. He's having a nightmare on Elm Street. How often do you see man get dragged off after 30-odd minutes? Lokonga, good ball there to Odegaard. Gets out wide to Saka. Chance for Arsenal. Here's Sambi Lokonga. Oh, shoots wide. That's better from Arsenal. Kieran Tierney is coming on after 31 minutes. Oh, it was deflected there for a corner. And it looks as if Nuno... Hey? That's a corner. Is there no... Oh, it is a corner. It looks as if Nuno's getting dragged. I have to admit, I've seen this happen in football. This is very embarrassing to do to a player. I'm not going to lie. He's having a stinker, but it will damage your confidence in a big way. Getting taken off in the first half and you're not injured. Like, on one hand, I respect it because I'm like, you know what? Get him off. Let him know it's not acceptable. I mean, that's a possible penalty there. Ben White getting pulled down. The ref doesn't see it. I'm not sure if there's VAR in the third round. On the other hand, it will damage his confidence. But, you know, if you got to take him off, he's having a stinker. Saka whips in the corner. It's too deep. Keeper catches it with one hand and then regains it the second time. Nuno, the puppy Tavares, man. He was meant to be a pit bull when he came here. He's moving like an Andrex puppy, man. It's not happening for him so far. Never happened to me, to be fair. Never happened. But I've seen it happen. I'd be kicking off, I can't lie. I would be kicking off. Not in Nuno's circumstances, though. Nuno can't say anything. Nuno might as well go in the Forest dressing room at half-time. He's been one of their best players, to be fair. Man said, get Paw Patrol off. Get him off, people. Omar said 1-0 to Roma. The Fofty effect, man. Maitland-Niles. I'm assuming he didn't score. I'm sure you would have all let me know if he'd scored. But here we go. I'm just interested to see. Oh, no, I was going to say, is he going to wait? 20. Wow. Honestly. Woo! Wow. Tavares takes his hair out. But I think he's got to come off. Wow, I got a tweet, people. He's having a stinker. Whoa, man, gloves get dashed, man. So leave me, bro. He's vexed. He's going to bite someone. Woo, Nuno Tavares, he's vexed as well. I want to know your thoughts, people. I mean, listen. I get it. I get it. Do you know what? I get it, people. I'm thinking how I feel about him doing that. Because you damage people's confidence. But I think you've also got to let a player know sometimes that the standard you're playing at is not acceptable. We've seen Mourinho's, Pep's, all them big managers do it. And you know Arteta is a tough manager. It's very harsh. Saka was fouled there. Free kick to Arsenal. It's very harsh. Very harsh. It won't help his confidence one bit. I doubt you'll see Nuno play for Arsenal for a long time. I'm telling you. I don't know. Listen, he's having a stinker. Eddie Nketiah tries to knock it past about 3 players. I don't know what he's doing. Still 0-0. No fake comments in the scores in the comments, people. No, don't spoil it. Let me block him, man. We can't have that going off. Woof settings, man. The dog got took off. But he was having a stinker. He was fuming. He came off. He threw his gloves on the floor. Man tried to high-five him. Man said, don't touch me, fam. He's having a stinker. I'm not going to lie. He's pretty much everything he's done in the game, he's done wrong. I think it's the kit. If Kev was here, he'd say it's the kit, Curtis. I think it's the kit. You know what I mean? He's used to us playing in red, man. It's the kit. But, you know, sometimes you got to do that. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. But why have I got goal coming up? Maybe. I remember last time that happened, we scored not long after. Here's Kieran Tierney on the ball. Stronger than a Tesco bag. Whips it in, back post. Oh, there was a peeling for handball there. And Ben White clears it back to Leno. We have been shocking today, I'm telling you. We have been shocking. Mangi said Nuno can't defend and attack. He's poor. He actually, I would, like I said, he's more comfortable going forward than defending. I just don't think that works. You're a fullback. You got to defend first. Wasim said, if it's not working, you got to switch it up. Can't be waiting until the 80th. Listen, it's very harsh from Arteta, but he's playing so bad. I think sometimes as a manager, you can't afford to wait. In an ideal world, I would say try and get to half time, then drag him. But Arteta's probably thinking, if he costs us a goal, you know, I can't wait till half time in case he costs us. So I think he has to take him off. He's been awful. He has been absolutely awful. And his confidence will be really damaged. That's what managing looks like. You know, it's horrible. You can't feel sorry for people. He's not just having a bad game. He's having a stinker. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. You can have a bad game sometimes and dress it up, do one or two good things. I always say in football, when you're struggling in a game, get back to basics. Control the ball, pass, link up play, find your way back into the game. He's trying to go on like mazy runs and play complicated passes. And when you're not having a good game, you don't want to complicate it even more. Omar said Patino anonymous. The game, listen, he's a young player. I'm not gonna write him off, but I knew this would be a tough game for him. Good ball over the top. Here's Martinelli. Holding finds him. Left-hand side, lays it off. Kieran Tierney. Holding shoots, and this one's blocked. I mean, you just don't want Rob Holding 25 yards out shooting, do you? Here's Davis. Ooh, tried to nutmeg Ben White there. That's good defending. It's a snore fest at the moment. I can't lie, people. We have been awful. I've got to be honest, and I always say this. Football at the top level is, you know, there's no sympathy, people. There's no sympathy. And you know me. If I don't agree with something that Arteta has done, I'll be the first to say. I don't think Nuno Tavares can complain about being taken off. And I know it is harsh, and I know in an ideal world, get him to half-time, take him off, don't make it look as bad on him, but he's having a stinker. You know, every time he got the ball, he gave the ball away. So I don't think he can hang on any longer. And Nketiah, good turn. Just lay it off now, bro. You got to lift your head. It's a great turn, but then lay it off. We've been poor. We've been really poor. Broken said the man's firing shots at his own goalkeeper. Lone Star said it's ruthless. Broad said Tammy scored for Roma. Somebody just said it's 1-1 now. Yeah, Tammy for Roma, Dybala for Juventus. 1-1 in that game. Ainsley Maitland-Niles playing at right wing back. For Roma against Juventus. Omar said, lovely goal, Dybala outside the box. He's actually out of contract in the summer, although I believe he is talking about extending his deal. 40 minutes gone here at the City Ground. We have been poor so far. And I agree. I think Lacazette is somebody that I would bring on in the second half. The reality is it's 0-0. We have got a massive week of football against Liverpool and Tottenham, and the last thing we need is to go to extra time and tire our players out and risk injury. What we need is to get this game won in 90 minutes and get out of it, you know. So let's hope we can sort things out. Dusan Vlahovic saying, "What's this?" Listen, if he'll be watching this, he won't want to join this. Listen, we know it's our weaker team, but we still should be performing better. Odegaard finds Saka into Odegaard. Few nice touches there. Cedric with the high cross. It's not great. And we get a throw-in out of it. Big up James, who said he's having a small hey. It's been sorting out. I hope all is good. Hey, sorry to hear about that, James, man. I hope all is well. And, you know, I appreciate you tuning back in. And hope your spirits are lifted. DJ Ash said Dusan is probably looking at the red and white team. I'm telling you, if you didn't know which team was which, you turn this on, you go, oh, Forest are the team in white getting dominated. It's poor. It's poor. Maybe we need AirPod Albert back, people. Maybe his relaxed style of management suited the team more than Arteta, who's bawling out instructions every minute. But now the team need to do better. Players have to take responsibility. Here's Cedric Suarez. Forest are trying to press us every time we get the ball. What we need to do is keep the ball. And there, just as I'm talking, the first thing I say, we need to keep the ball better. And Rob Holding plays a 60-yard ball over the top, straight to their goalkeeper. It's awful. We're a Premier League team. We've got to do better than that. You know? African Giant said all the best managers do that. Tuchel subbed off Callum Hudson-Odoi. Man was like, no, get off. You're not doing what I ask. Listen, all I would say, and as I say, people, at the top level, managers have not got time to be sympathetic. If you're having a stinker, you get dragged. I've seen Mourinho take people off, Ferguson, Pep, Klopp. Top managers will drag you after 20, 30 minutes if you're playing that bad. I don't like it, probably because I was a player and I always try and defend players. But I get it. Management have not got time to feel sorry for people. Rob Holding gives the ball away again. Let me not cover up here. Rob Holding's having a bit of a stinker as well. Eddie Nketiah's just wiped out the keeper. He obviously didn't like the mobile phone contract that he offered him. Eddie. Yeah, Rob Holding, he's slyly having a shocker as well. And Eddie Nketiah just decides to wipe out the goalkeeper, man. We need a couple changes, people. I'm telling you. We need a couple. I want Lacazette on in the second half. Holding is not good enough for Arsenal. Maybe bring Callum Chambers on, but he's not going to take him off probably because he's captain and, you know, he give him a new contract and that. But Holding is playing poor. 2G settings, man. You know what I mean? Man didn't offer him that 4 and 5G and unlimited minutes. Oh, dear. Holding and Patino's struggling. Beverly Hills settings, man. Dun 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 dun. Axel Foley settings, man. If you know, you know, people. If you know, you know. Craig said Curtis Arteta will do a pep at half-time. Sit down, nobody talk. Listen, let's be honest, people. We are playing awful. We're playing terrible. We've hardly had a clear-cut chance in the whole half. And like I said, Forest will get more belief. Here's Davis for Forest. Driving forward. He's a big guy, man. That's a poor pass. Wow. Out for a throw-in. This will put you to sleep, people. This game would put you to sleep. It's bad. It is bad. Sheets of Metal said, no retreat, no surrender. When can we get a better defender? Man's dropping lyrics in here, fam, bruv. This is the same Rob Holding that got a new 4-year contract last season. Oh, my days. Now Cedric's getting in on the act. He gives the ball away. Ben White gets it and Lokonga does well. This is calamitous. Lokonga finds Odegaard. Come on, man. Our bigger players need to take responsibility. There's a minute till half-time, people. 1 minute added on. Saka in the penalty area. Goes back post. Finds Martinelli. Can he do something here? See, Tierney should be on the overlap. Martinelli does well. Shots blocked. Wow. This half has been atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Oh, my days. No midfield. Sambi's got to take responsibility in there and get on the ball. Patino's a passenger. He's a young player. We'll forgive him. Eddie Nketiah's 2 foot in the goalkeeper. Nuno Tavares gone barking mad and been dragged off after 30 minutes. Saka finds Odegaard. Oh, what's that? Is that a penalty? Free kick? No, he's offside, Saka. And the halftime whistle's going to go, people. And honestly, halftime probably the most entertaining part of the half. That half has been a stinker. Absolute stinker. Saka tries to play a little 1-2 with Odegaard there. He's offside. It sums up our first half. We've been dreadful. And Nketiah didn't say sorry to the goalkeeper. Bad behaviour. Oz said, I thought you were singing Crazy Frog. Man said Crazy Frog. Beverly Hills Cop, man. Eddie Murphy. Axel Foley, people. Fran said, midfield non-existent as we thought. No link from front to back. I mean, half-time whistle goes. Stinker. Stinker, stinker. Dreadful. So glad I didn't travel to watch that. And Forest will be sitting in their dressing room thinking this game is wide open because We don't look like a Premier League team so far. We got nothing in midfield, nothing. We're like a ring donut. It's empty in the middle right now, people. You know what I mean? We're like a bagel. There ain't nothing in that middle. And we ain't got no one on the bench to bring on. That's the problem. So we have to play better. Wasim said, where's Xhaka when you need him? Don't. You're trying to draw me out now, Wasim. Every time we play bad in midfield, people go, oh, we miss Granit Xhaka. To be honest, we probably could do with Granit Xhaka today. That's how bad our midfield is at the moment. Got to buy midfielders. Got to buy midfielders, man. Missing the general Partey, man. Polo FC, people. I mean, the main headline of the half is Nuno Tavares getting dragged after 30 minutes. As I've said, ideally, I don't like to see that happen to players because it really damages your confidence. But I'm not sure he could have left him on the pitch much longer. I can't think of hardly anything that he did right in that first half. And listen, Arteta is he's not messing about. He's not messing about. The pass to Leno did it. He literally whacks the ball back to him. Apologies, the goal thing came up again. He literally whacks the ball back to him, and Leno's flying around like Superman trying not to get an own goal, man. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. So, Forest 0, Arsenal 0. Stinker of a first half. I mean, there's not a lot we can talk about. Patino hardly touched the ball. Lokonga not taking responsibility next to him. Needs to be the leader. I mean, the stats, we've had 64% possession. It looks like we've dominated the game on paper because we've had 3 shots. We haven't had a shot. There hasn't been a shot on target in the whole game from any team. Forest have had 1 shot off target and none on target. We've had 3 off target and none on target. 64% possession, 4 corners. We've been dreadful. We haven't kept the ball from, you know... there are very few positives I can give you. Rob Holding's having a stinker as well. Cedric got caught on the ball. Tavares got dragged. I think Ben White's done all right. Odegaard's tried to get on the ball. I'm looking at the bench. I'm thinking, who can we bring on? I think Lacazette. But we don't have a midfielder. Which makes you wonder. Should we have kept Ainsley until we signed a midfielder? Should we have kind of said to Ainsley, listen, we'll let you go on loan, but you got to wait until we bring someone in first because, you know, Ainsley should be playing really today. David said we need Gini Wijnaldum. As I said before, I would take him all day long on loan. When you look at our midfield, there is no way on earth that we can afford to be turning down a player like that. Poor first half. This is the tweet, people. Poor first half. No tempo. We need to do more with the ball. I would bring Laka on. I would bring Lacazette on second half. Yeah, there's a tweet, people. That was an absolute stinker. For anybody that struggles to get to sleep, you watch that first half, mate. You'll be asleep before Nuno Tavares comes off, I'm telling you. Snake Eyes, thank you for the super chat, bro. Said, big up, Big C. The wife said to greet you. Wanted me to tell you she is an Arsenal fan. What options do we have on the bench? It's a snore fest. Saw Liverpool and their youngsters were great. I mean, listen, the one thing I'll say in defence of Arsenal, we got 9 players out. Anybody is going to suffer with 9 players out. However, I expect more from the players that are on the pitch. You know, Lokonga's a Belgian international. Odegaard is the captain of Norway. Saka is an England international. Martinelli's a Brazilian under-21 player. and Nketiah, England under-21s, we don't look like we know how to control this game. Even though possession, we're dominating, we have to do better. So big up Snake Eyes, big up the wife. I appreciate the super chat, bro. And like I said, on the bench, Lacazette, Chambers, not a lot. Lacazette is probably our one big option that we can bring on. Kim said, maybe harsh, but I think we should get Palace's left back if possible in the summer. If Tavares doesn't improve, we need to be ruthless. He loses focus far too often. I think defensively, Nuno Tavares is a complete liability at the moment. I think going forward, he's good. And I hyped him up a few weeks ago when we was having a few wins and he was playing. I was excited by what he does going forward on the ball. However, defensively, he looks shaky. He's wild on the ball, man. He gave the ball away so many times in that half. He's got a simple pass on. He's trying to take people on. Decision-making is not good enough. I mean, for anyone that's watching the game on ITV, let me know what Roy Keane is saying now, because Roy Keane is doing an analysis of him. I didn't even see that one that he let underneath his foot out for a throw. I mean, I bet Keane is annihilating him. Long ball. Look, simple pass. Oh, look at the casual nature. And he comes off. Gives Kieran Tierney the high five. Big fist AirPod Albert. Dashes the gloves down. Coach tries to come. Man says, don't touch me, and sits down. Stinker. People, let me know, anyone who's watching, let me know what Roy Keane's saying about him, because I can't hear it. I need to know what Keano's saying, man. Melbourne said, big up Curtis, a man like Coney from Spanish Town. Prince Teddy said, Roy Keane just said, we look like Real Madrid, but are playing like a pub team. We look like Real Madrid, but we're playing like Weatherspoons, man. You know them ones? Dear me, we are... Oh. Tavares needs to go in the under-23s. Oh, dear. Fran confirming. Keane, that's what, you know what I mean? Roy Keane is, that's what you want to hear at halftime. I want to hear Keane annihilate people, man, because he's comedy gold, I can't lie. Keane would probably get in our midfield right now, and he's probably about 45 years of age. He's better than what I've just seen. Neutral OG said, hey Curtis, how do I become a member? Love all the content. Scottish Gooner here. We had to bring the Flying Scotsman on for Nuno. It's on the main page, bro. I know there's some problems if you're on an iPhone with joining. So you may have to go on a laptop or a tablet or a computer, or if you've got an Android device, bro. Big up to you. Let's hope the Flying Scotsman can sort it out in the second half. Yasser said, big up Big C, my son plays for Birmingham City. I always tell him, don't be soft. You can't be, man. That's the nature of the game. That is the nature of the game. You got to be strong. Colin said, that's what we get for looking like Nando's FC. Oh, mate, I'm telling you. Give Wilshere a 45-minute contract. That's the thing, isn't it? I don't think Wilshere will get a deal, but he's probably looking at it going, are you sure, mate? I'm better than them. You know, no disrespect. Patino's a young player with a lot of potential, but he looks a bit overruled by everything what's going on at the moment. And people have to understand, this is close to the reality of where we could be for the next 4 weeks. We got to remember, no El Neni, no Partey. No Maitland-Niles. We're a Granit Xhaka injury away from that being our midfield in the Premier League. We will get roasted. We will get absolutely roasted. So he's got to go and get a Wijnaldum, a Bruno Guimaraes, a Basuma, an Aouar. And he's got to do it sooner rather than later. We've got massive, massive games coming up. Our season is hanging kind of in the balance at the moment, you know. Forest today, Liverpool Thursday, Tottenham Sunday. 2 or 3 bad results there, and we're doing Arsenal therapy 2 or 3 times this week. If we get 3 good results or 2 good results, all of a sudden it looks like we can have a great season. We need, in my opinion, I think we probably need 2 midfielders. That's how short we are of quality at the moment. MS said, I'm an Arsenal supporter and Mitchell is my blood cousin. I would definitely advise him not to come to Arsenal. I want him to play game in, game out. So he's talking about Tyreek Mitchell at Crystal Palace. I think we were being linked with him at one stage, but I believe they were extending his contract. So Yeah, I mean, listen, when Kieran Tierney's at Arsenal, it's going to be difficult for any left back to get consistent game time. We know that Kieran Tierney is loved by Arteta and the fan base. So, Runyan said Keane is 50 and will show more commitment than this lot. That was an awful first half. And the thing what frustrates me is you've got a lot of players playing for Arsenal today that should have a point to prove. Eddie Nketiah's getting bigged up left, right and centre by Mikel Arteta. It's all right scoring goals against Sunderland, a League One team. You got to perform against these kind of teams. Lokonga's a Belgian international. You know, a lot of players should be stepping up today. Holding got a new contract and he's captain today and he's been awful. You know, Rob Holding should go in the changing room and shake Nuno Tavares' hand and say, listen, you were so bad that they've forgotten how bad Rob Holding was, because Rob Holding's having a stinker. But Nuno Tavares was like, listen, Rob, hold my beer. You know what I mean? I'm going to play even worse than you. So, yeah, we got to step up. I mean, when I say these kind of teams, I don't mean in the sense that they're any kind of world-beating team. What I mean is they're a very streetwise, physical. When you play against championship teams, it's a lot different to Premier League opposition. Premier League opposition at times, they'll give you a bit more time and space. Championship teams, they'll get in your face, they'll clatter you, they'll want it to be a physical game. And we haven't dealt with it. We've been really, really poor in that first half. SFT said, Curtis, the team is carrying Patino. I think if Patino carries on playing like that for the next 20 minutes, I think you've got to take him off. I'm not sure who you bring on. That's the problem. Maybe you bring Lacazette on in the 10 and you drop Odegaard into midfield next to Lokonga. I would say that. Something like that. We can't carry him. I know he's a young player that we're in favour of. We ain't got time to feel sorry for no one. This is football. If we don't have a good 45 minutes here, we'll be out the FA Cup and be embarrassed. You know, we should be trying to win the FA Cup. Put Tavares on for Patino. Tavares, mate. Tim said, I've spent hours messaging beer people, got a ticket, and I'm so glad I couldn't pattern it. This is horrible. Harsh to hook Tavares. No, he was bad, but no worse than Holding and Cedric. Tim, man, sometimes things work out for the better, man. You know, you don't get a ticket and then you watch the game and you go, actually, it's done me a favour. You didn't want the ticket. Tavares, I think, was harsh, but I think he was that bad. I think you probably had to take him off. I think he was actually worse than Holding and Cedric, but Holding a close second. And then Cedric joined in the act in the last 10 minutes as well, started giving the ball away as well. CJ said we should leave Holding in St. Anne's. He'd be struggling, man. You know, he wouldn't make it out. False Manager said, Curtis stole my idea. Where's my credit? What was the idea, False Manager? Let me know. I'll give you your credit, man. You know me, people. Vedic said, we can't go to Anfield with this team. They will hammer us. Bro, we might have to get the game called off this time. You know what I mean? Kunidi, yeah, I sold my ticket. Basically, I share the ticket with somebody. So if I don't go, they take the ticket kind of thing. So, yeah, I decided not to go, man. Snake Eye said, Big C, that lot down the road. One, we need to win this game. We have to. All of a sudden, if Arsenal were to lose this game, you're looking at it going, Liverpool on Thursday at Anfield. That worries you. Then we're going to Tottenham on Sunday. You know, that's nerve-wracking because we can't lose that game. All of a sudden, the pressure's mounting on the manager again. People will say, why have you let Ainsley go before you brought a midfielder in? So he's got to win this game just to keep the pressure off him, you know. People saying close the training ground. I'm telling you, man, we have to do a Liverpool if this game doesn't go well. Big up Chris Clark. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, it's going to be a rough month for Arsenal. Not looking good for the Spurs fixture. We will miss Aubameyang, Partey and Pepe. I mean, listen, the only positive this isn't our full strength team, you know. Against Liverpool, against Tottenham, you're going to put Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Gabriel and Tierney. That's 4 of the back 5 coming in. You're going to bring Xhaka in for Patino. You're going to bring Lacazette in for Nketiah. So you got 6 different players, which makes a big, big difference. But, you know, it's not good. It's not good. I think we need to sign a midfielder quickly. Don't forget, people, today's show is sponsored by OneFootball. 2,000 of you in the chat at the moment. Can we hit 1,000 likes plus before the end of the game? Would be great. And let's hope we come out of it and we're still in the competition, because it's a little dangerous right now. We're at 700 likes right now, people. So let's hit 1,000 likes. That would be great. YouTube algorithm loves all that kind of stuff. Like the video, all of that, comment, subscribe. But don't forget, OneFootball, link in the description. Completely free app. Go and download that. Get it on your phone. Keep up to date with all the latest transfer news. And the way we are playing today, we are going to need transfers. That is for damn sure, because we are stinking out the City ground at the moment. 2K watching. Smash them likes and subscribe. Road to 50K settings begins now. Jeff said, big up Curtis, Mr. Award winner. Big up to you, bro. Sidon's hating on us. Forest actually can't stand Leicester, and Sidon's supporting Forest. But they are obviously the winners. Play Leicester in the next round, so I get it. False manager said I'd take Ramirez or Genie ASAP. I'll give you a credit. I agree with you. Totally agree with you. Second half about to begin, people, and we need to step it up. That was a stinker of a first half. No changes for Arsenal, and we'll have to see what happens in this second half. Hal B said dogs are colourblind, Big C. That's why Tavares is struggling. The dog don't know what kit we're playing in, man. I'm telling you. Jacob said, get Wijnaldum in ASAP if we can't make the Bruno deal work. Listen, I said this the other day. We spoke about it on the show. We are in no position to be turning down Genie Wijnaldum on loan. We're not good enough in midfield to turn a player like that down. Spence goes past Patino with ease. Drops some step-overs on. His cross is heavy. He looks quite decent, that right back. Big lad. But his cross overhits the cross there. Big up Greg Johnson, who said, well, go on, Big C, just able to get in now. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Melbourne said, if you look at the City second goal, Curtis, was Holding. It was Holding that lost his header. Yeah, we talked about that. The showman, you know, didn't move his feet quick enough, flicked it onto Laporte. Shot was blocked, fell to Rodri, game over. You know, poor defending. Big up Sheets of Metal. Hope you're well, bro. Thank you for your kind donation. He said, Curtis, did you think our FA Cup competition is going to be easy after the draw? Big up to my American Arsenal fans. Come on, you Gunners. I mean, I thought this game would be difficult, because I knew that a championship team away from home under the lights, they're going to be so fired up for it. But I can't deny I thought we would play better than this. You know, it's a good pitch. You know, you go to some pitches in the Championship, Barnsley and places like that. Sometimes the actual pitch isn't very good and it's hard to play on. This is a nice pitch. There should be no excuse for Arsenal not getting on the ball and making things happen. But, you know, we've got to perform better. We really have. Big up to you, Sheets of Metal. I was a striker, bro, not a winger. I didn't like playing on the wing. Too much running, man. Rochelle said, how can this Spence look better than Cedric? I'm telling you, man. Some of these young, hungry players, look at him. He's on a marauding run again. Finds Davis. Got to block the shot. Shot's blocked there on his left foot. And they retain possession. Spence, again, he's been the standout player for Forest. Davis. Take the ball off him. There we go. Be stronger. They want it more than us. Ball whipped in. Comes out. Oh, good tackle there. Oh, man, come on. And we lose the ball again. What is going off? They've got a right back who looks better than our right back. And yet, and Cedric's on about 70 grand a week. I bet this Spence is on about 6-7 grand a week. He looks twice the player. They're hungry people. We got to fix up. We need hunger. No hunger in this team right now. Spence again on the ball. He's been the standout player. Cray said Holding can't keep hold of the ball. It's poor. Right, we got the ball back. Go on, Eddie and Nketiah. Against the last defender. We've got players in support. Lift your head, Eddie. Lift your head. Shoot straight at the defender. He's so frustrating. Read the situation, Eddie, bro. The defender is right in front of you. You got a player on the right. You can just roll it. Roll it across the penalty area. Just kicks it straight at the defender. I haven't seen Arsenal put a tackle in on anybody in this game. I haven't seen somebody just go and rattle someone and put a tackle in. This is a proper FA Cup tie. You got to let them know you're up for the fight as well. You can't just stroll around the pitch going, yeah, we're Arsenal. It don't work like that. Got to earn the right to play. That's what coaches always say, earn the right to play. Tierney heads the ball back to Leno. These men got Jack Colback playing, bruv. Jack Colback. You know what I mean? The man played for Newcastle, I think, Sunderland, one of them years ago. We should be ripping these teams. Eddie, man, I told man about Eddie, man. I know I banter him a lot, but I just don't think he's good enough. Even in that situation there, it's just, I've got the ball, I've got to try and score. No, bruv, the defender is a yard in front of you, and you're shooting straight at him when you can roll the ball to Saka. DJ Ash said, I do feel we play better with Rambo, Gabriel, Tomiyasu. Having at least one experienced midfielder like Xhaka or Partey. Ainsley would have been a shout had he not gone on loan. And I agree, listen, we're a far better team with those players. But a lot of these players who are playing, they're our squad players. These are the guys that may end up playing. Like Tierney there's tried to knock the ball past Spence. He hasn't even got close to getting past him. That Spence is quick. I don't know how good he is as an actual defender. So we haven't really tested him. Could be another Nuno Tavares. Great going forward, not great defensively. Odegaard plays it back to Leno. Bunch of kids with no metal. Listen, you want to make it Arsenal, these are games you got to step up. Somebody just put in the comments here, apologies, I missed the comment about Sambi Lokonga. And I totally agree. I'm actually disappointed with Sambi Lokonga's performance because we haven't got the ball enough in midfield. And he's the one I'm looking at like, come on, come and get the ball, bro. You know what I mean? You're an international for a major country. Here's Rob Holding on the ball. Finds Charlie Patino. He's got Martinelli on the overlap. Runs at Spence. What's he got? Cuts inside. Gives it away. He's got to do better. Gets the ball back. Not enough movement. That's the problem. Here's Odegaard. 5 minutes gone in this second half. Sambi walking around it. And the thing about Sambi, what's frustrating me, you know when a midfielder wants the ball, they go looking, yes, give it me, give it me. He's kind of staying near the Forest midfielder as if, do you know what? I'm not going to take the risk of going to get the ball in case something goes wrong. And I don't like that. And listen, Rikas, I'm not blaming Lokonga for the performance. What I'm saying is I believe in certain positions, certain players need to step up, demand the ball, give us that calmness. Here's Odegaard. Ball over the top, looking for Nketiah. Gets his body in. I think that's a throw-in to Arsenal. Come on. Let's just get the goal. We are Bagel FC today, man. I'm telling you, there's nothing in midfield. Here's Saka. Find Cedric, who does well there. He wasn't great in the first half, Cedric. That is for sure. CJ Dan said, we let Ainsley go for this. Make it make sense. As I said, for me, I would have said to Ainsley, bro, I'll let you go, you know, but you're going to have to wait until the replacement comes in. You know, we've left ourselves short. And if anything happened between now and Thursday to Granit Xhaka, who is playing midfield against Liverpool on Thursday? It's not good enough, you know. RM said bring in Danilo. Like I said, I don't know too much about this Danilo who plays in Brazil. Eddie Nketiah finds Odegaard. Edge of the penalty area. A little bit more movement now. Odegaard, ball out wide to Tierney. Needs support. Tierney whips it in. It's not a great cross. Headed away. Comes back out and Forrest clear it. And Johnson goes past Rob Holding. I told you, he'll burn him. He'll burn him. We're in trouble. There's two in the area. Johnson whips it in. What a save by Leno. Oh, my days. What a save. People. Rob Holding, get rid of him. He would struggle to get in the Forest team. I told man about this Brennan Johnson. He'll be in the Championship next season. Rob Holding getting roasted. Holding is getting roasted, mate. Dear, oh dear. Ran him ragged, mate. I thought he had a caravan on his back. He was running that slow. Do. This vehicle is reversing. Jeez, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. That Brennan Johnson's got pace, man. But boy, Rob Holding, man. The man looks like he's treading water. Corner whipped in, headed up in the air. It's a tough one. It goes out for a corner. Rob Holding, man. Jeez. Man's getting burnt, bruv. Absolutely roasted. Corner to Forest again. Sheets of Metal said the white kit is a curse. Something going on, bro. I'm telling you. Something ain't right. Something ain't right here. But Rob Holding, man. Lord of mercy, people. This guy, I don't think Forest would want him. If we tried to sell him to Forest, I'm not sure they'd take him. Jack Colback. Whips in the corner, headed down. They're appealing for a penalty. Referee hasn't given it. We're all right. We're moving like we're trying to get knocked out the FA Cup. I swear down, we're moving mad. We're moving mad, people. We got to play better than this. Rob Holding, man. Lord of mercy. That guy, he would struggle to get in the Forest team. Real talk. Fran said, I'm sick of saying it. Half this Arsenal team, championship at best. It just shows people we've got a good team. We haven't got a good squad. In a lot of positions. A lot of these squad players, man, are not good enough. Not good enough to play for Arsenal. Holding is dreadful. Oh, man. Here come Forest again. Davis in the area. Here's Jack Colback. I can't believe, like, I'm watching Jack Colback in 2022 and feeling like he's dangerous. Like, that's how bad it is. Goes out for a goal kick to Arsenal. I preferred Bob Bolton. Big up Josh, I hope you're well, bro. He said, big up Curtis. Hair drier than a hardo bread sandwich with butter cake. Listen, it don't matter what hairstyle Rob Holding's got, bro. I just care about whether you can defend, and I can't see no defending. You know what I mean? He's having a stinker as well. He's having a stinker. Get Lacazette on quick. Steve Cooper looks high. Yeah, he's got a funny looking face, man. I don't know what's going off with Cooper, but he's a good manager. Interesting enough, Cooper managed Saka. I think he was the England under-19 coach, and he actually managed Saka in the England youth setup. Yeah, Lacaz's got to come on, man. Lacazette has got to come on. Because this ain't working. Eddie as well, man. Eddie as well. I think Lacazette. You either put Lacazette in the 10 and move Odegaard centre mid, or you put Lacazette up front and take Eddie off. But this ain't working. Here come Arsenal. Saka. It's got Cedric on the overlap. Colback forcing him on to his right. Eddie finds Saka. We give it away. It's dreadful. Okay, here's a chance. Patino, shot blocked, corner. Come on! Come on, man. Just win the game. We'll take a scrappy 0-0 and get out of here. Lacazette on the bench. He should be coming on, man, because this ain't good enough. Sambi, listen, I said it earlier, people. I quite like Sambi as a player, but I don't like this performance. I feel like he's hiding. I'm sorry, I feel like he's hiding. I'll say it how it is. You're a Belgian international, man. It's a championship team. You should be dominating possession. But, hey, there are a number of players not performing. Let's just hope we can win the game. Corner to Arsenal. Arteta looks deep in thought. AirPod Albert is back sitting down. Corner, in-swinging corner. Cedric, I think that is to take it. Cedric, in-swinger. Great ball headed away at the near post. Comes out to Odegaard and Forest clear it. Oh, man. We do not need extra time, people. We got Liverpool and Tottenham this week. Nobody needs extra time. Chris Fraser said, I know this is our B team, but seriously, why can't our players do the basics on a consistent basis? I need answers. Saka whips it in. And Nketiah! Oh, my days. He must be offside. He must be offside, surely. Finally, Saka gets some joy. 2 step overs on Colback. Whips it in. Great ball. I think he's onside. Oh, my days. I think it hits Eddie in the face. Wow. He's onside. I don't know why, but I've got Nutty Professor in my head at the moment. Sherman Clump, Sherman. If you watch Nutty Bro, it hit him in the face, bro. Like, please, people, please. What is that? Get Eddie off, man, for Lacko, please. Oh, my days. That is madness, I'm telling you. Man went to head the ball, it slapped him in the face. This is the guy that we're desperate to give a contract. Oh, Norbit settings, bro. Oh, my days. I'd rather have Eddie Grant up front more. I'm telling you, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. And we can take it higher. Oh, no. I'm telling you, bro. What is this? Come on, at least we're getting on the ball now. But, geez. Man said, buddy love. I'm telling you, man. Buddy love settings. It's Cedric on the overlap and he fouls them. And we're having a nightmare. Arsenal fans are fuming now. They're probably thinking Sunday night is freezing. They've travelled all the way up. And this is the performance man are putting in. I mean, that's a foul on Saka. Oh, but the next guy gets the ball. That's the problem. Oh, Saka's down on the floor. I think he's took a bang in the face. Tookie said, where would this 11 finish in the English football pyramid? Near the bottom of the Prem or in the Championship? Why would you play that team against a good Championship team? I mean, on paper, you would look at that team we've got out and say, we should win, but they're performing dreadful. Lacazette is not even warming up. Please explain this to me, people. Arteta looks like he's asking for advice off AirPod Albert now. Man said, listen, Albert, mate, how did you deal with Man City? I lose 5-0 to Man City. He said, listen, mate, I just put my music on and just ignored it, you know? Put the AirPods in and ignored it. Flawless said, Curtis, that Forest manager is on some quality cush. He looks high or something. His eyes are all over the place. Ref gives a free kick to Forest now. It's getting worse. It is getting worse, people. Do you think Holding is better than Harry Maguire? Not even close. And I don't even rate Maguire. So what does that tell you about Rob Holding? I'm not joking. Rob Holding would struggle to get in that Forest team. And people think I'm joking. I'm being serious. He would struggle in that Forest team. I think he'd get bullied in the Championship. Sherman Clump settings, people. Free kick to Forest, 25 yards out. Man said, Wiz Khalifa settings for the manager, man. I'm telling you. This is painful to watch, man. Man said he's not even better than Maguire's brother. I think Maguire's brother plays for Ilkeston Town. I'm pretty sure he plays for Ilkeston Town, which is on the outskirts of Nottingham. Yeah, like you said, he's probably not even better than him. Free kick to Forest. If this goes in, it's meltdown settings. I don't know who that is. Free kick over the wall. Leno tips it wide. Great save. And Colback's pushed down by Saka. They appeal for a penalty. Referee lets us off. Saka gives it away. I mean, it's Sunday. It's a day of rest. You know, you get your Sunday dinner. You relax. You watch football. Arsenal against Forest, FA Cup. We win 2 or 3-0. We get ready for the next round. But no, it's Arsenal. So nothing goes to plan when it comes to Arsenal. Now we're hanging on. Now we're being outplayed by a Championship team that have lost their last 2 games. You got Eddie Nketiah heading the ball on the end of his nose. Lacazette's not even warming up. Arteta's asking AirPod Albert for advice. It's all going mad. Get Lacazette on, bro. We loaned out Maitland-Niles with no replacement. Who does that? You don't sell your car, then have no car for 3 months. You line up the replacement. You don't want to get on the bus. We sold our house with nowhere to move into. Now we're homeless. Chris George said, Curtis, if you look at our squad depth outside of our best 11, it's bang average. We really need reinforcements to sustain a top 4 challenge. You're right, Chris. Serious. Sometimes you don't realise how bad the squad is until you have to rely on the squad. Do you know what I mean? Because you look at it, we've been playing our strongest 11 for weeks. We haven't really had many injuries. Now we got, a bunch of people out and we're going, hang on a minute. Tavares looks how Tavares just looked. You know what I mean? Holding, we know what holding's about. Cedric, I said to this day, that deal needs to be investigated because there's brown envelopes all over the place. Southampton were releasing him and we give him a 3-year deal on 70 grand a week. That deal is horrendous. Free kick to Forest. Leno comes for it. Good catch. Therapy tomorrow. Listen, I hope not, man. Dinishin saying should have been a pen. Broad said Maguire got a brother at Ilkeston and another one at Chesterfield. Both better than Holding. They're slabheads, mate. At least they win their headers. Sheets of metal, we need to move with urgency. Bro, we got to do something. We haven't got many options on the bench, but you've got to bring Lacazette on. This game is disappearing from us. Sam said, Big C, serious question. Where is Pablo Mari? He is on the bench. He's being linked with a move to Sampdoria today. He's never been the same since Lukaku, man. Patino gets yapped there, but we managed to keep the ball and get out. Leno is our man of the match so far. I'd agree with that. I'd agree with it. Man said more slabbing than home. Yo, bro, you know, I'm telling you. And he said, this performance is criminal. We are making Notts look like the Prem team. It's what happens. You play a champ team and you don't earn the right to play, you're going to have a problem. And we are having those problems now. Snake Eye said, am I sorry? Even if we win Big C, we still need therapy tomorrow. There should be a realisation amongst Arsenal fans, amongst Mikel Arteta, that our squad, not our team, our squad is not very good. Oh, now Ben White's give the ball away. We could be in trouble here. These men have got Colback on the overlap. I've never seen it. Davis. This guy's all left-footed, isn't he? I can't believe what I'm seeing. Jack Colback in 2022 is giving Arsenal problems. On the attack. Lacazette still on the bench. 25 minutes to go. And what? Why take him up there if you had no intention of playing him? Now he needs to play. We're struggling. South African Scouts has said, Liverpool were scared of this. Oh, dear, but hey, man, I don't know. Arsenal need a midfielder before Partey comes back. The sooner he gets back, the better, and we need a midfielder. I'm telling you, Arteta don't want to take Eddie Nketiah off. He loves him. That's why Lacazette ain't coming on. He's like, boy, man, I can't take Eddie off. Boomer Guna said El Neni would look like prime Vieira in this midfield. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? It says a lot about the state of our team right now. When you got a couple players out in certain positions, we're not good enough. I want to know what Sambi Lokonga's doing. I haven't seen him run. Even here, look. Ben White's on the ball. Who's he passing to? Look at Sambi. He don't want the ball. He's jogging. Move. Come and get it. Run away from him. There's nothing. Non-existent. Patino's just, you know, he looks like a young player who's a little bit overwhelmed. Here's Tierney looking for Martinelli. This Spencer's been superb. He's been the best player on the pitch, along with probably Leno. He's actually kept Martinelli quiet, which not many people do that, I'm telling you. Man said Sambi's doing the Samba. I don't know what he's doing. I've said before, man, outside of us best 11, we've got some problems. Don't get me wrong, there's a couple players who we've had on the bench, your Pepe's, your Smith-Rowes. But when you start getting down to your Eddies and some of these other men holding, it's a problem. Lewis Graben's come on for Forest, who is he's come on for that Davis, who I think is on loan. Graben's got a good goal record for them. He is quite old now. Here's Eddie Nketiah. Shoots wide. And he's limping now. I mean, I don't know what to say. People. Fran said, when things are going nice, it's easy. Spot on. When you're winning game after game and the first 11 are doing it and you just come off the bench, you play well for 20, there's no pressure on you, it's easy, mate. When the responsibility is on your shoulders on a cold January night against a championship team that are street smart, life gets difficult. You see how good these players are, and at the moment, it ain't good. Sambi is hiding. Watch his body language and movement. I'm very disappointed with what I'm seeing from Sambi Lokonga. I can't lie. Yeah, I expected him to get on the ball. He looks like he doesn't want the ball, and that's worrying. Eddie doing what Eddie does, people. He plays. I love his hunger for a goal, but he overdoes it. Even there, he's offside. Like, hey! Finally, Lacazette is on. Lord of mercy. Get him on. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Lacazette is on. Who's he going to take off? He won't. Yeah, I knew he wouldn't take Eddie off. Patino comes off. Charlie, I'm sure you got a bright future ahead of you, mate. But yo, man, give the boy some time, man. He might need a loan or something. This is big man football, brethren. I'm telling you. These men are just leaning on him and giving big man strength. Patino comes off. Lacazzette's going to go into the 10. I would imagine with Eddie up top still. Arteta looks furious. They do not need extra time. They do not need it. And Mike said, my confidence in this team is getting crushed hard. $500 telling myself easy money, more like easy loss. We are a risky team to bet on because we can do anything. We can beat teams that we shouldn't, and we can lose to teams that we shouldn't. Corner to Forest. Game's hanging in the balance. I'm actually getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. Corner to Forest. Take it short. They haven't worked it well. We've hardly created a chance. Graben looks like he means business. He can finish, man. He's an experienced striker. You know, he can finish. Chris said, Curtis, I will take your midfield over McFred. We will struggle to beat Forest with our first team. I mean, look, at least you got Pogba, Bruno Fernandes. You know, you got players that can make things happen. Don't give Graben a chance. Fran, you're right, man. The man's an experienced finisher. Look how long that beard is, man. Man ain't playing, I'm telling you. Man ain't playing games. Back to reality. Listen, it's one of them, innit? I don't want to dampen all the positivity that we've had over the past month or two because this isn't our full-strength team. But what I think it should be is a reality check that a lot of these players that we're going to have to rely on, particularly in the next 4 weeks while AFCON is going, they're not good enough. They're not good enough. Now, whether that's inexperience, they need to go on loan and get game time, I don't know. But there's no player who has played today who you're going to look at and say, do you know what? You know, maybe he could get in the team the way he's just played. You know, Rob Holding stunk out the place. Eddie Nketiah's heading the ball with his nose. You know, Lakonga's jogging around. Charlie unlucky getting the gym. Charlie Patino should be in the gym tomorrow morning. Pure gym settings, man. £15 a month. Start banging out some bench press because you can have all the talent in the world. You've got to physically be able to handle yourself in the Prem. You know, and he'll have harder games than this. So I would say Patino definitely talented. But maybe that was a step too far for him, man, what he had today. But 19 minutes to go, people. Get a 1-0 and get out of there. Daniel said we owe, what is that? Sorry? Hold on, it's gone off. Let me get that back on. Daniel said we owe Aubameyang an apology for playing with such kids for 3 years. We'll see. We will see. I said that. Oh, Lacazette, man. Not even Lacazzette's giving the ball away. I said that the Aubameyang issue will become bigger if we start dropping points and losing games. It's all right when you say, yeah, we've won 5 games in a row. We don't need him. You go 2 or 3 games where things aren't working out and you see about them Aubameyang questions in the press conference will become much different. Fran said, Spence is on loan from Middlesbrough. I'm signing him on the cheap. He's looked fantastic today. I mean, I haven't seen much of him before, so I don't really know how good defensively he is, but he's actually kept Martinelli quiet today. Idris Elba sitting in the stands, you know, the VIPs are there. He's probably thinking, what on earth am I doing travelling up to watch this? You know what I mean? I might as well have stayed in my house. And Ian Wright's there, Roy Keane. Krav said Sambi is legit hiding. Man ran out of space and went behind a Forest player. He don't want the ball. I'm telling you, he don't want the ball. He's not on it. He's felt that cold weather. These men are clamping man down in the tackle. NR11 said, Curtis, I feel like you're picking on Eddie now. He's been better than Martinelli and Saka. They've all been poor. Let's be honest. None of them have done anything. You know, I'm putting them all in the same bag today. They haven't done anything. Greg said, Ben White is trying to be the holding midfielder. Does anyone see that as a problem? Why aren't Sambi or Patino dropping back to push it up? Ben White's trying to push forward with the ball because when he has the ball, like you're saying, the midfielder is not coming to get it. And that's the problem. Roma winning 2-1. Mkhitaryan. Remember him, people? Henrik Mkhitaryan. Shocking performance, says Jazzy. Spence gets fouled there. And that's a yellow card for Gabriel Martinelli. This game can do a lot of damage to us if we don't win. I mean, that's an awful tackle from Martinelli. And listen, I'm going to keep it real, people. I'm going to keep it real. Just because I'm a big fan of Martinelli, I'm not going to cap. He's been poor today. That Spencer's pocketed him. And he's also, you know, that's a bad foul as well. Cafu coming on for Forest. Not the Brazilian right back from about 20 years ago, but the namesake centre midfielder for Forest. I haven't even seen this guy play, but he might get in our team the way we're playing. Dr. Doak said Idris is a gooner. Yeah, he's a big Arsenal fan. Big Arsenal fan. It just shows you that Arsenal, maybe we got a good team, good 11. When you start talking about 17, 18 players, we're a bit short. I know we've got 9 players missing, which, listen, that's going to affect anyone. But at the moment, you know, 4 players are away at AFCON. So we're going to have to rely on some of these players. Fast at 50 said, Cafu is 3 times the size of Patino. Patino looks like he's got school in the morning, bro. He looks like a little kid. You know, it's all right being silky on the ball, but you have to be able to physically handle yourself. Come on. Odegaard over the top. Saka, are you going to chase that down, brother? No. We have been, I cannot believe how bad this has been. S. Lynch said, Curtis, get Idris on the channel. I bet you could. Listen, man. It's one of them, innit? You need to meet them people face to face and try and build up a friendship. You know, I'm sure he's not going to read the messages. He's probably got millions of followers. But big Idris, man. Big Arsenal fan. He won't be happy with this performance. Rob Holding finds Cedric. We've just moved the ball so slow. That's not a bad... no, it's not. We're actually making Jack Colback look like... I mean, I thought Jack Colback was a centre midfielder about 10 years ago at Newcastle. And he's playing left back. And Saka, again, I'm not gonna cap. Saka has done very little against Jack Colback. You know? It's mad. It's a poor performance. I still think that buying too many young players can be a problem. Because I think when you play games like this, you need experience to understand how to manage this game. We look a little bit like we don't know how to manage this game, you know. That's the thing what's worrying me a little bit. Flawless said, Curtis, I heard the midfield is full of ice. Bambi on ice. Bambi Lakonga back in full effect today, mate. Not Sambi. This is Bambi. You know? Yeah, Saka, I let him off. That was a great cross for Eddie, man. Eddie, I don't know what he was doing. Norbit settings, man. Colback used the dark arts on Saka and got him all riled up. He's experienced, isn't he? He's been around. He'll know how to manage it. All the players are awful today. What's the common denominator? What are you saying? Mikel Arteta's back. The Arteta effect, people. Give it earpod Albert till the end of the season, man. He knew how to get the best out of these players. But hey, Spence had 7 less touches than Odegaard. I just can't believe there's 13 minutes to go, and I don't remember the Forest goalkeeper making any kind of decent save in 77 minutes. Now, Spencer's fouled us there. Surely, give him the yellow card. He's clattered Kieran Tierney. Yeah, that's better. Give him the yellow card. Now we can put him on the back foot. He's been quality, but that yellow card changes everything. Roma lead Juventus 3-1. Pellegrini scored. You know, Ainsley's probably sitting there now going, yo, last week I couldn't even get off the bench for Arsenal. Now I'm beating Juventus 3-1. we got a centre midfielder who looks like he's got school in the morning, you know, and next to Bambi Lokonga. 24,938 there. I think the capacity is 30,000, so not full. Why do I want 1-0 to the Arsenal win? Crying, said Sheets of Metal. Bruv, right now, I mean, I predicted 3-1 here. Saka, you took too long. Lay it off. Oh, no. Lacazette's appealing for a penalty. My initial thought there was Saka should have just lifted that over the goalkeeper. I know it's on his right foot. I mean, you know what? I got to give credit. That is a fantastic ball from Ben White. Can Saka just lift that over him? Whips it in. Lacazette, I don't really know what happens there. He's appealing for a penalty. Nah, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty at all. I don't know. I feel like Saka could have hit that. Viking Rue said Arsenal therapy needed tomorrow. We're gonna be having discussion, that's for sure. Krishnan said there is no intensity. I believe it goes to extra time and penalties. I don't think it goes straight to penalties. False Manager said commentary just said the same. Yeah, it's the most natural thing to do. You get a ball chipped over the top and you're running onto it and the goalkeeper's off his line. You just got to like side foot volley it over the goalkeeper's head. I don't think Saka had the belief in his right foot to just lift that over him. So he tried to cut back. Fullback seemed to know he wanted to be on his left foot. Barbosa said, I hate this team. Do you know what it does? I mean, hate's a strong word, but I know what you mean. When you've been watching how well Arsenal have been playing for a few months, and then you watch this team, it kind of brings back those times of having Arsenal teams where you didn't like half the players in your team and Mustafi and all that. It feels like those kind of days, which is not nice. Here's Odegaard on the ball, loses possession. Wow, he gives a free kick. Oof. I think he gave it for the foul before because there was nothing wrong with that tackle on Odegaard. I can't believe Jack Colback. I think like someone said in the comments, Colback seems like he's got Saka rattled and he's winding him up. There was a little clip of his of Odegaard's foot there. Omar said, I missed you, Arsenal. Welcome back. Default settings, man. Back to business. Now the day said, Holding's braveness is costing us. He is not good at it. It's true. If you're brave, but you're not smart with your braveness, it turns into stupidity. And that's what Rob Holding is. He's brave and stupid. You know, he doesn't know how to use that braveness in the right way. He'll go for a ball and you think, oh, look how brave he is. But then he'll miss the ball. And you're like, what's the point doing that? And the fact that Rob Holding is Arsenal captain today is embarrassing. You're the captain, you're putting in a performance like that. You should never be wearing the armband. Here's Sambi Lokonga, who, I mean, player ratings tomorrow. Some of the player ratings tomorrow are going to be very harsh, I'm telling you. Sean said, I haven't missed much, as Forest at least given Arsenal a good game. I mean, the crazy thing is, they haven't even really tested us that much, but Leno's had to make a couple of saves. We've hardly tested their goalkeeper at all. Eddie there, he manages to hold on to it. He's on the floor now. I mean, you would think there was 30, 40 minutes left in this game. How slow we're moving the ball around. Put Tavares back on. Nah. It was even worse. Look, now Sambi gives the ball away. Sums up the casual nature of his performance. Forest ball whipped in. We're out. Oh, my days, you absolute. I knew they was going to do it. Lewis Graben with the beard. He looks like Turkish. He comes on and scores. Their fans are running on the pitch. These bottle jobs are back in full effect. I knew it. I knew they were waiting to come back. You're a disgrace, the absolute lot of you. They should be ashamed of themselves. Look at this. Forest fans are on the pitch. They've got what they deserve. They're an absolute disgrace, a lot of them. Sambi Lokonga, what on earth is that? Who are you trying to pass the ball to? Look at the recovery run. Hunt the man down, bruv. Look at that, the back post. Ben White, Cedric, none of you marking him. They should be ashamed of themselves. The lot of them. They are an absolute disgrace. Absolute bottle jobs. They should be ashamed of this performance, I'm telling you. This is a disgraceful performance. I mean, they're appealing for handball. There's no VAR. So you play on. You play on. So what if you think it's handball? You got to continue. Sambi Lokonga, I called it. The casual, laid-back nature. Whether it hits his arm, people say it hit his arm. Cool, I get it. There's no VAR, so I don't want to hear people going, oh, referee, referee, referee. The man is standing in front of him, and you're trying to pass a ball basically through his body. Now, I get it. It does. I believe there is contact with the arm, so I get it. But I'm not going to do the whole, the referees are all against us thing again. The ball is ridiculous. The ball's ridiculous. He can't move his arm out the way from there. His arm's right next to him. It's a joke, mate. Absolute joke. These men are embarrassing. These men are embarrassing. We've won the FA Cup 4 times out of 7. Free kick whipped in. Cedric, header. Is that a corner? Please. The craziest thing about this game, I don't even have the belief, looking at them players that are on the pitch, that they can turn this around. I don't even have the belief. Give it AirPod Albert till the end of the season, man. Corner, Odegaard, 6 minutes to go. Come on! Headed away. They don't want it. They don't want it enough. Saka finds Odegaard. What is that? That's like a clearance. Sambi bullied, absolutely bullied. They don't want it. Look at Cedric getting roasted. I told man about Brennan Johnson. Told man, look at Cedric getting bullied. Look at him. 70 grand a week. He wouldn't even get in the Forest team. The Forest right back's better than him. Look at Brennan Johnson taking the mick. He's taking the mick. Put a tackle in on him. He's taking the absolute mick out of him. If I'm the manager, I'm grabbing people by the shirt after the game. You got these men in the Championship. Jack Colback looks like Gareth Bale. Prime Gareth Bale. Brennan Johnson's looking like, Mo Salah. Taking the absolute mick out of us. These men have lost their last 2 games. They're 9th in the Championship. You think a man's standing on the touchline, rolling the ball around near me? I'm just taking man out. Take the yellow card. Show some passion. Man's standing off him, watching him roll the ball around. Oh, my day. Arsenal are back. Arsenal. This is the Arsenal, man. Default settings restored, people. Come on, man. Look at the state of us. Come on. 5 minutes left. I can't believe what I'm watching. Look at this. Look at them. They want the game more than us. It's as simple as that. These men telling the crowd to make more noise. These men, I am honestly, absolutely disgusted with this performance. These players should be ashamed of themselves. And the manager as well. Because you picked that team. You left yourself short by putting players in there that weren't ready to deal with this performance. We've been bullied. We don't want it. We turned up. We thought, yeah, we're Arsenal. We're 4th in the league. This is a Championship team, 9th. We'll just roll them over. Now look at us. Getting our bellies tickled again. As I always say with Arsenal. What I say earlier, people, spoke to my friend who's played against Arsenal. He says they don't want it. When it gets tough, they don't want it. Now, don't get me wrong. That might not be the same with your Gabriels and players like that. But a lot of these men here, these Holdings and that, they don't want it. Holding don't want it. These men are asking for a pass back. It came off the guy's knee. They don't even know the rules of football. These men are pro footballers asking for a pass back when it came off his knee. Make it make sense. The man's a pro. The man don't even know the rules of the game. It's a joke. I'm done with this team. I told man about this team. Just when you think you can trust them, they'll let you down. Look at Eddie, man. I'm sorry. No. People say, why do you banter Eddie and Ketty? Look at this. Grabban. Oh, my God. We're hanging on. Look at Sambi. Do something. Somebody tackle someone. Saka. They don't want it. They don't want it. Bottle jobs. Look at them. They don't even know what to do. They don't want it. They don't want to know. Oh, life's got difficult for me now. This ain't This ain't Norwich at home on a nice sunny afternoon and no one can get the ball off us. A Championship club with a bit of heart and a bit of determination, and they've bottled it. They've bottled it. They don't want to know. We can't... Look at Sambi. Sambi Lokonga. Sambi, I'm telling you now. Somebody needs to wake him up. Here's Kieran Tierney, please. We can't go out like this. Eddie with a flick on. Call back. Bakayo. My friend Bakayo. I love Bakayo Saka, you know. But when the ball gets crossed in from one side of the pitch, the winger at the back post has got to attack the space. He's bringing on Kolasinac. No. I need a drink. Bringing on Kolasinac. I mean, is there a security issue? I don't... He's bringing on Saeed Kolasinac. What's he going to do? I mean, this game has been something else. It's been something else. It's one of them where you go and win the game for me, mate. You know, when the manager says, go on, go and win it for me. What's he saying to Saeed Kolasinac? Just go and beat one of them up. I'm done, people. I'm done. There's a minute to go. He's bringing on Kolasinac. I'm done, people. Trust the process. Oh, man. Don't. Look at this. We're losing. We're losing, Ben White. Look at Sambi. Yeah, I touched the ball. Here, you have it back, Ben. Oh, Ben's like, I don't watch football, mate. I don't know what to do with it. Here, you have it, Odegaard. Move the damn ball with some urgency, man. What? This is embarrassing. Look at Lacombe. Stop moaning to the ref. We got some VAR babies in our team. Oh, VAR savers. Look at this. Honestly, people, my head's going to explode. I went on a Forest preview last night. I was talking smack. We're going out the FA Cup. I can't believe it. This is one of our competition. He's bringing... Hey, Kolasinac. Go and win it for me, fella. Go and win it. Big Saeed Kolasinac. Whoa, come on. What the hell's he going to do? Rugby tackle someone. He's brought Cedric off. Cedric's had an absolute stinker. Stinker. I'm embarrassed. He's playing like he wants a sack. Sambi, look. Oh, man. Long throw, Kieran Tierney. I will not be on socials much for the next 48 hours. Trust me. The Liverpool game looks like a nightmare right now. Come on! Fight! Why is he clearing it under no pressure? Come on, Tierney. Get people in the box. I don't know what... I haven't seen Sambi Lokonga run the whole game. The whole game I haven't seen him run. He's actually running away from where the ball is. He needs someone to get the ball. Martinelli, Tierney, on ball, please give us anything. Corner. It's just not going for us. There's 3 minutes added on, people. We're 1 minute and 45 in. This is absolutely embarrassing beyond belief. We've resorted to Rory Delap. Kieran Tierney's putting Rory Delap throw-ins in. Rob Holding's up. I cannot believe it. Tierney with a long throw. We don't win the header. We've been bullied. What's that? He's doing a foul throw. I'm done. You lot are a joke. The lot of you. It's a good job they're not selling that kit. It's a good job they're not selling that kit. Kieran Tierney's doing foul throws, putting his leg up like he's figure skating. What's he doing? We're done out here. Foul throws. These men don't even know the rules. Good job they're not selling that kit. Absolute disgrace of a performance. Look at these men here. You are a joke. Eddie and Nketiah, I'm sorry. This ain't Arsenal. I don't know what this is, but this ain't. I can't relate to that. Imagine if I travelled to watch that in my own city. Nah! Full-time whistle's going to go when he kicks it. He hasn't blown it. Grabbing. Are you going to get... Are you in a rush to get the ball forward? There's a minute... Look at Rob Holding. Rob. He needs more than a hair transplant, mate. He needs a brain transplant. He's crazy. Get the ball forward, Sambi! What are you waiting for? Oh, my days! Clueless! We've lost. We're out. You're a disgrace, the lot of them. Sambi's passing the ball backwards. I'm done. I'm done with this team. I can't stand what I have just watched. They don't even understand the game that they're playing in. There's 30 seconds to go. Sambi Lakonga's going, touch. Have a look. Who shall I pass to? Oh, Ben White's free. I'll give it to Ben White. Ben White controls it, and the ref goes, oh, that'll do, full time. Why don't Sambi get the ball and clip the ball forward? Look at these, man. They're shell-shocked. Rob Holding wearing the captain's armband is beyond belief. It's beyond belief. Absolutely one of the worst performances I've seen in years. That is just a joke. Honestly, I am lost for words. Fourth in the league, and that is what you're putting it. I'm embarrassed, people. I got friends in Nottingham who went to that. Now, let me just go and have a look. What? We just held a 1-0 to Nottingham Forest in the Championship. We got Liverpool on Thursday. Liverpool looking like Mount Everest to me now. I don't know how we beat Liverpool. The man brought on Kolasinac with a minute to go. I've got no explanation. I might need you guys to get me through Arsenal therapy tomorrow. I don't know if I can deliver it. I'm shell-shocked. I am absolutely shell-shocked. Wow. Where was the chance? Like, what did we create in that game? That's the worst performance I've seen in years, people. That is the worst performance I've seen in years. Oh my days. I cannot believe it. Is that true? No shots on target. Is that true? I mean, people, please. I'm in shock. We had no shot. No, apparently, we had no shot on target. We had no shot on target. Vlahovic? Forget it, mate. Forget it. Get Aubameyang back. I'm telling you. No shots on target against Forest. Wow. I'm so glad you've told me that because I didn't know that. Oh. Imagine travelling to that game. I'm lost for words. I'm absolutely lost for words. Let's try and break something down, people. You're spot on. That's one gate to European football closed. You get in Europa League if you win that. Now we're relying on the league. And we know there'll be a wobble somewhere. John said, good thing you didn't go. Can you imagine me walking out of that stadium now? The embarrassment. I can't go to them games. Well, listen. Someone just put this right. Super well. Arsenal have got a midfield crisis. And it's like they're not aware of it. That's what I can't understand with Arsenal. So you lose El Neni and Partey for a month. We knew that was happening. You've let Ainsley Maitland-Niles go before you've replaced him. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. I've got no problem with you letting him go. I would have said to him, listen, you got to wait a week. You got to let me sign someone before you leave. You don't sell your house when you haven't got another house to move into. You just don't do that. Ainsley's playing against Juventus. They're currently winning 3-2, while we've just lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. So what does that tell you? The decision to let him go didn't work. Patino was out of his depth today. I'm not going to hammer him too much. He's 18. He needs players around him to take responsibility as well. But he looked like he was overruled with everything that was happening. Sambi Lokonga, mate, if he watches my... Do not watch the player ratings tomorrow, mate, because he was absolutely awful today. Jamel said, Sambi just put in the worst performance I've seen, period. He was worse than awful. Idris set us up with that kit. Horrible. That wasn't Arsenal. Did we actually we played like Tottenham. We turned up in the all-white and played like Tottenham. We were meant to play like Real Madrid, but we played like Tottenham. Skull Fuggery, big up to you, bro. Said, hopefully today puts an end to this myth that Holding is even a half-decent football. Said it for a long time. Rob Holding, and I mean this sincerely as well, he would struggle to get into a decent championship club. I kid you not, people. He is absolute bang average. And I mean bang average. The way that Brennan Johnson ran past him, I thought he had a caravan on his back. He was that slow. This is the guy we gave a 4-year contract to last year. Rewarding mediocrity again. MS said, if we don't replace Partey, we are roasted. Done out here, mate. Liverpool game looks like an absolute nightmare to me right now. I was looking forward to this week. I was like, yeah, Forest, Liverpool, Tottenham. I'm dreading them games right now. Dreading them. What's he going to say in the press conference tomorrow? Waffle setting's going to be ridiculous. If you got plans tomorrow, people, cancel them. Arsenal therapy is going to be wild. I'm embarrassed. Sheets of Metal said, I'm going to the supermarket to buy beers. Need some Ray and Nephews, bruv, after that. Can't believe what I've just watched. Roy Keane's on TV now. I hope he annihilates them. They deserve it. Can't do that. They should pay back every fan that has travelled up to that. Apparently Juventus is 4-3, people are saying. What a turnaround. Maybe Ainsley shouldn't have gone. Yeah, 4-3. That is some comeback. And Locatelli scored as well, just to rub salt into the Arsenal wound. Zamir, thank you for the super chat, bro. Said, this kid Lokonga is so slow. He made so many mistakes that led to the goal. Doesn't matter how good you are. You can't give the ball away like that ever again. He was awful today. And that was a player I was looking at thinking, he should be good today. You know, we should be seeing a performance from him. He was dreadful. Jake said, I'm taking a day off work for Arsenal therapy and refund for the fans. This is when I say at times about clubs should do things for fans sometimes. Arsenal should pay the fans back for travelling time. Look at the defending for the goal. Ball. Look at Sambi. I mean, you can talk about that handball all day long. I'm not having it. I'm genuinely not having it. His arm's right next to his body. Yeah, you could get a handball for that. But look at the recovery or lack of it. Sambi's having an argument with the ref. Cedric and Ben White leave him unmarked. It's an absolute disgrace. Joey said, big up from South Texas, Curtis. I'm so embarrassed by that shocking performance. Arsenal fans should be absolutely furious with that performance. That was nothing short of disgraceful. Let me see if anyone's coming on. Otherwise, I'm wrapping this up. See what Laurie and Fran are saying. Awful people. I don't... It's almost as if they wanted to play bad to make Nuno feel better. Like, Nuno, mate, you're not the only one having a stinker. We're all like... listen, let me tell you something now. I'm telling you this straight away. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. This is my opinion. You will not hear me say anything about that handball that Arsenal are moaning about. Nothing. This team don't deserve any kind of excuse for that performance. I won't mention anything about that handball in terms of, oh, this is why we lost or the refs done us. No. We lost the game because Nuno Tavares can't pass a ball, because Eddie Nketiah is doing crazy finishers, because Martinelli can't get no change out of a championship right back on loan. If I'm Mikel Arteta, I'll go in the change room after the game and say, can we have your right back? I want your right back after what I've just seen, because Cedric, I thought that was Cedric the Entertainer, Def Comedy Jam. And Eddie Nketiah, look at this guy. Don't lift his head up. Jack Colback looking like prime Gareth Bale. Oh, Laurie's in the building. Laurie's in the building. Let me get you on, Laurie. Let me just put my echo cancellation on. Right. Laurie's in the building.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Talk to me, bro.
Humiliation, man. I said, I think we had a show a couple of weeks ago where we spoke about best and worst moments. And I said that in 2020, one of our low points was going out of the FA Cup in the 4th round to Southampton. Well, today, this was a worse defeat than that. Because one, we're up against a championship team. And secondly, we didn't show enough bottle and fight. We didn't seem to have enough desire. And I've got to say, man, I've got to say this. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. But that substitution on 33 minutes of Tavares, that was bang out of order by Mikel. There's no need for him to do that. You basically humiliated a young player. That yes, he was having a poor first half. We're only 30 minutes in. We hadn't conceded a goal. There was no need for him to do that. And I just thought that set the tone for a bad day. You know what I mean? We actually got worse when Tavares came off. I thought that was poor. I don't know what you think. Be interested to hear what Fran's got to say if he comes on. You guys are ex-pros, but to me, there was no need for that. You've humiliated a young player at a time when you didn't need to do it. You know what I mean?
It's one of them, innit? Like, I don't like seeing it happen to players. Like, I have to admit, I don't like it. I think it really embarrasses you big time. But, you know, it's tough because a lot of the big managers have done it. And people go, oh, you know, it's Pep being strong or Klopp being strong. I don't know. It's a tough, but the overall performance, man. And my head nearly rolled off when I saw Kolasinac coming on with a minute to go. I'm like, what's he going to do?
What's he coming on for? No disrespect to Kolasinac, but you need a goal, right, to take it to extra time. So you've still got a good chance, haven't you, in extra time? And you're bringing on. I was saying to those guys in the watch along, like, surely you must have an attacking midfielder or a striker somewhere in those list of subs that you could have brought on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah, man, I thought that was a terrible day at the office today. And I must say, man, I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's 2 defeats on the spin. The City game, we played well for 50 minutes, but we imploded. We lost that game, and now we've lost today. Never looked like winning against a championship side who were 9th in their league, who had lost their last 2 games. No, man, I'm not happy at all, bro. Not happy. In fact, I'm pretty angry about today. And, you know, a lot of people are going to be blaming the players, but I'm blaming the manager as well. I thought, you know what I mean? Again, lack of subs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can bring on 5 subs in this competition, apparently.
And you can bring on 5,
you've taken off Tavares after 30-odd minutes. And then you've not made another sub until late into the game when Lacazette came on far too late.
Yeah.
And then your next substitution is to bring on Kolasinac with about a minute to go. You tell me where the sense is in that.
Well, I
Awful,
mean,
bro.
I couldn't understand why Laka didn't come on sooner.
Yeah,
And then,
especially as Eddie was having a shocker.
yeah.
Eddie was having a shocker. I mean, let's be honest, man. The mistakes he made were far more culpable than anything that Tavares did. Tavares was just off it. He could listen. He was not playing well. I even joked to them, man. It sounds like he looks like he was at Troops' thing last night. I actually said that. So I'm not capping for the guy. He was not playing well, but come on, bro. There's no need to humiliate him like that. And you saw the way that he reacted. He's not going to be happy about that. And I'll tell you what as well, the fact that we lost that game, now the focus is going to shift to that decision on the 33rd minute. And he's not going to come out of this looking good. So sometimes you've got to be careful how you play the old tough guy act, bro. You know what I mean? You can fall flat on your face with that shit. Trust me. I've seen it more than once.
Usman says here with a super chat, Pep once subbed off Henry even though he scored because he didn't listen to instructions and switch wings. Nuno has a lot to learn, but to be fair, everyone was poor. The other one
You tell me an Arsenal player that had a good game today.
I thought Leno did. I thought Leno did well. Apart from that,
Leno, an outfield player that played well.
No one really. I can't think of anyone.
So for you to hook the guy after 30, yes, the back pass to Leno was ridiculous, and he looked a bit off it. He looked like I said, I remarked to those guys at the watch line. I said, did Tavares go to Troops' team last night? Because he looks like, you know, when you play Sunday football sometimes and you can clearly see a couple of men are not quite at it, you think, right, them man must have went out last night. Jokingly, I said he looked like that. But come on, bro, there was enough man that were off it today.
The thing is, and listen, as much as I don't like seeing that done to a player, it's hard for Tavares to defend himself because he was having a bad game. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't one or twice. It's like every time he got it, he gives it away. I thought he scored with that back pass. You know what I mean? And it was like people were saying, "Oh, he thinks we're playing in red. He don't know that we're playing in white." And Roy Keane was annihilating him at half time as well. It was just, I'm actually quite embarrassed. You know, that's my hometown club. I got my message in me going, you know, lost their last 2 games in the championship. Arsenal turn up and they get a win.
I must say, though, to be fair to Forest, they had a couple of players that really took my eye. Spence.
He was brilliant.
And, the guy that you highlighted before the game, he looked very useful as well. Oh, man, he looks good. They got a couple man there that probably in the shop window today.
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, Laurie, the thing that really worried me was like, it felt like they wanted it more than us. I felt like they just worked harder than us.
Yes. Today reminded me very much of that defeat in the FA Cup to Southampton last year in the 4th round, that was. But at least with the Southampton game, you could say, I think, it wasn't an away game. Southampton were a Premier League side. And we made a few changes to the team and so forth and so forth. But today seemed worse for me. The performance was worse. And we just didn't seem to be able to match Forest for their enthusiasm and endeavour. And then, let's be honest, man, that is a reflection on the manager as well. Because if you're not getting the guys up for it, then what does that say about you? So maybe we should bring back Airport Albert for games like this.
Give it to Albert, man. Do you know the thing? I mean, we did our show the other day, Talk is Cheap, and we were looking at it like this is an exciting week for Arsenal. We got Forest, we got Liverpool, we got Tottenham. I'm now looking at Liverpool and Tottenham like, yo, man, this week could turn into a big problem if we don't sort it out.
You know, the thing about it is, Curtis, right? Me, and I'm not going to lie, I was part of it as well. There was a number of people that I communicate with in WhatsApp groups. And them man were laughing yesterday at Newcastle, said, boy, Newcastle are joking, rare. Look at today.
Yeah.
So just earlier on when Spurs were losing to Morecambe, Arsenal fans were going mad on Twitter and social media. Look what's happened now. We're now the butt of the jokes.
I mean,
and this is not good for momentum. It is not good for momentum, man.
Let me just read this from John. He said, if we don't fix the midfield, we're finishing 11th in the Prem. That was an absolute disgrace. Goodness, what a load of rubbish. Them Arteta in, will blame the foul. I mean, listen, big up John with the super. I'm not giving any, because I'm seeing people on social media, Laurie, going, oh, it was handball, the pass from. I'm like, listen, man. I'm not giving Arsenal that excuse today because the performance is so bad. They don't deserve defending. I'm actually embarrassed with that performance.
I am. Well, what I would say, Curtis, is it looks like the team have answered our little debate unequivocally. We put the question on the Talk is Cheap show. What would you rather, Champions League or the Cups? Well, I think today the Arsenal team have showed you what they feel about that question.
Yeah, they don't care about the FA Cup.
The FA Cup clearly doesn't register on their list of priorities.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works, Laurie. And this is a spanner that I believe will become more prevalent if we drop points. Aubameyang, because I said before, when you're winning games,
you mentioned it first.
Yeah, I'll go first. Don't worry. I'll start first. When you're winning games on a nice sunny afternoon against Southampton and Norwich, and we're amazing, and yeah, Aubameyang, you don't need him. He's rubbish. Get rid of him. When you start dropping points, losing games, not winning, all of a sudden it's like, well, do you bring him back? You know, they need to do something, don't they?
I was saying to one of the guys in the watch along, right? I was saying to him, Aubameyang's probably sitting in his hotel room tonight watching that game and looking at the rest of his Gabonese teammates and going, so they didn't need me. Because let's face it, up front, we were poor, man. You know what I mean? We were poor all game. All game we were poor. I don't think we had a shot on target.
No, we didn't, though. Someone just put in the thing. Not one shot.
Not one shot on target.
That's a joke, man. I mean, like
you just said, Curtis, it's very easy in the immediate aftermath of what happened to Aubameyang. Yeah, get rid of him. Look, he's late. Get him out of the club. But sooner or later, you're going to need guys like this. And you've seen today.
I mean, Latte said here, big up to you, bro, with the super chat. He said, hey, legends, it's all Arteta's fault. Man management, where is Saliba, Guendouzi, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Torreira, etc.? I mean,
you can add another one to that list today.
At a time like this, Laurie, when, no disrespect, I'm not writing off Patino, but Patino looked like a fish out of water today, didn't he? It looked a bit too much for him. I thought Sambi was dreadful today as well. I honestly did. You're looking at that midfield, you're like, we got Guendouzi on loan. We got Torreira on loan. We got Ainsley on loan. You know, we've got to address this very quickly because this season could unravel itself quick if we're not, you know, if we don't sort it out.
It could. Like I said, we made the point prior to this game about the need to win and the need to keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I'm not saying that you have to have the FA Cup and win it and say, but come on, man, a good cup run is almost obligatory these days for a club like Arsenal. And to go out at the first stage to a championship team that are 9th in their current table is not good, is it? Let's be honest. And it's not like Forest that I highlighted where they have got a couple of good players and they are well managed, well coached, but they didn't have an abundance of quality, did they? It was more work rate and effort rather than skill. Yeah. So I'm disappointed at going out to a team like that because basically we've gone out to a team that worked harder and wanted it more than us, and that's not acceptable at this level.
No chance. You should never be outworked, by a team in the lower league.
It's not like
Zizzy with the super chat. Zizi said, as a Cambridge and Arsenal fan, this weekend has been up and down. This loss hurt more than the Cambridge win. Didn't make me happy. Such a poor performance. I mean, big up to Zizi there. I mean, the thing is, Laurie, we've just lost a route into Europe, haven't we, as well, if the league was to mess up?
Absolutely. You know me, man. I love the cup competition. So for me, as an Arsenal fan, this one kind of hurts, I must say. I'm gonna be honest. I'm hurting more today than I was the last week against City.
Yeah.
It's a City game. We played well. Yes, we imploded after 55 minutes. We had a 10-minute spell where we kind of threw the game away. But this today is way worse for me because we were never really at it. We've lost to a team we shouldn't have lost to, and you've gone out of a competition where we're the record holders of this competition. We should have a certain amount of pride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As one of the teams that's really helped to elevate this competition. And now we've gone out at the first hurdle against a team who, let's face it, they'd probably go out in the next round. You know,
they got Leicester. Leicester will probably go there and handle them. Yeah.
I mean, I know
Usman said if Nuno plays, it should be in a back five. Kieran Tierney at left back, centre back can protect him. When Nuno bombs forward, team desperately needs creativity. I mean, look, the one thing you can say is, you know, if Nuno's got not good enough, it was Arteta that bought him. So you surely must have known what kind of player he was before you bought him.
No, but I'm not even going to have that, Curtis. Shall I tell you why? Because a couple of weeks ago, Nuno was actually keeping Tierney out the team. Remember?
Yeah, he was.
He was. People were saying, you know, because remember he came in initially because I think Tierney got injured or so, and he played so well that he actually kept his place. What I'm saying about Nuno, listen, I'm not going to cap. He was having a poor game, yeah? But come on, bro. It was 33 minutes into the game. You could have done that at half time. You didn't need to humiliate the guy. I felt sorry for the guy. He's a young player. He was having a bad day. It's not like we were 2-0 down. It was 0-0 at that stage, you know what I mean? You could have hooked him at half time, or you could have roasted him at half time and said, listen, what the fuck are you doing? I'm giving you 10 minutes to sort your life out or you're coming off. Then that would have been far more acceptable. But to humiliate the guy like that, on national TV in front of millions, I just thought that was poor, man. Unnecessary. And I think we've seen now with this manager, he likes playing this old tough guy stuff. I tell you what, be careful of that, bro. You know what I mean? Be careful, because you have to be in a position of extreme authority when you start doing stuff like that. Yeah. You need to be a manager that's winning things and have got your reputation on point. He's not there yet. You know what I mean? You saw the way with the Aubameyang, to me, that is a sledgehammer to crack a nut. Again, there seems to be this desire to humiliate rather than punish.
Yeah.
And I'm not with that, bro. Trust me, I'm not.
Yeah, I hear you.
You could be a disciplinarian without resorting to that.
Exactly. Tafadar said, let's pray Dusan Vlahovic wasn't watching this game.
A man who famously said that he doesn't think Arsenal matches ambitions. Well, if he was watching that game, he's probably on the phone to his agent saying, listen, whatever you do not make any more contact with Arsenal.
Don't make no contact with them. P.S. Oku said, Aubameyang would not have made a difference. Game was lost in midfield. Sambi was dreadful. We need a centre mid. And George said, I just hope we go and get experienced players and not kids in this window, as things can quickly turn toxic again. It's a matter of a few games. I mean,
you know what? Sorry to interrupt, Curtis. You know that comment that guy made really makes me laugh. Oba would not have made a difference. So what the fuck do you think he was doing for the first 2 years then? When we last won the cup, who was the difference in that competition? So come on, bro. You know what I mean? Stop it. You know what I mean?
It's one of them, innit? You know, football is recency, though, innit? They'll go, well, he has done it for the last year.
Today, I'm sure a lot of people like me, like you, was thinking, I'll tell you what, if Aubameyang's there, that probably goes in. Even in his poor state of form. That come off Eddie's shoulder.
Was it his shoulder? I thought it was his face. I was like, what's he done to it?
And it just goes to show, man. And listen, I'm not going to over-criticize Eddie for missing that chance because he scored a hat-trick in his last game. So, you know what I mean? It comes with the territory. But, all I'm doing is
Sunderland, didn't it? Sunderland, League One. Played against a better opposition today. He didn't look effective.
Who's that?
And that's the problem. But big week ahead, man. Listen, the only way they can answer the critics now is go to Anfield and do something. Obviously, we'll bring in the players that are available. Gabriel will be back from suspension. Xhaka should be back. Tomiyasu, Ramsdale. This week is absolutely huge now for us, isn't it? Cup semi-final and North London derby.
Yeah, and of course, what the loss does today is just, apart from what we spoke about, the obvious in that the momentum is kind of affected, it also puts pressure on them to get results now. I mean, listen, I guess you could argue and say that if you were going to lose one of the three matches, or 3 games because it's two-legged. Then I don't know, man. I'm not so sure.
I know what you're trying to say, but
Yeah, I know. But I don't even believe in it myself. No,
no,
I
you
want
don't even believe it yourself.
No, I'm trying to look on the bright side of things, but I can't. There is no bright side today, man. It was just from start to finish, it was poor. And we didn't get any better. We did not get any better when Tavares came off, did we? Let's be honest.
I think the key thing here is that it's a realization that our squad isn't great. We might have a good starting 11, maybe 2 or 3 on the bench, but when you start digging into that squad, your Rob Holdings, and people like that, they're not up to the standard. D Herc said Lokonga was hiding today, didn't want the ball at all. Also, it's clear to see Odegaard is the only leader we had. I can see why it's not Kieran Tierney. I mean, I'm going to wrap up now, Laurie, because dinner waiting and stuff. And to be honest, don't even want to
I
talk
disagree again with that last guy. What did Odegaard do today? What leader?
I mean, he got on the ball a bit, but he wasn't really able to hurt the opposition, was he? I don't think anyone really did.
No one played well today, man. No one.
Nah. Player ratings are gonna be brutal tomorrow. I'm telling you, ain't gonna be pretty.
No one played well today, and the manager. I'm sorry. I thought he was poor as well because, like I said, it wasn't just the substitution to humiliate Tavares. He got his other substitutions wrong as well. Lacazette came on far too late, and then we had the ridiculous scenario: 2 minutes to go, you need a goal at all costs, and you're bringing on Kolasinac, who's not kicked a ball for us since pre-season, probably. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the thought process was behind that. If we were 1-0 up and some of the players are suffering from cramp and we're looking a bit tired and you want to bring on a guy just to see you over the line, then I could have understood that, bringing Kolasinac on. But what was the point of bringing him on with 2 minutes to go?
It's one of them, like, what's he saying? Like, go and get me a goal. He probably said, what? That's not me, bro. Like, what do you expect me to do? But oh man, it's crazy, isn't it? But Laurie, big up to you for coming on, bro. I mean, we're gonna have some eventful discussions this week with the 2 games coming up as well. So no, I appreciate you coming on.
If you're Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, then Thursday night can't come quick enough. That's the only positive I can draw from today.
Yeah, and that's only if we go there and actually perform.
Only if we go there and win. Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think Nick's right. It was Robin Hood settings, mate. They went to Nottingham, got robbed. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see.
Well, I'll tell you something as well. If you're Idris Elba, you got to be disappointed because the all white shirts and I mean, Arsenal took the sort of no violence thing a step too far, didn't they? Because they were extremely passive.
They got bullied, mate.
Down.
They got bullied. We played in all white. We played like Tottenham, didn't we? Oh, man. But, Laurie, big up to you for coming on, bro. Appreciate it as always. Fran's not about today. He said he's out with the family, but I'm sure we'll link up again on Thursday after the Liverpool game. So, see how that goes.
Yeah. Okay, big up, Fran.
Appreciate you coming on as always, bro.
No worries, bro. Take care.
Take care. All the best. Oh, people, man. Listen, all I can say, Arsenal therapy, 2 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be brutal because, well, I don't know what Arteta's going to say in the press conference. I don't know how you dress that up, but yeah, it's going to be brutal. Player ratings are bad. That was an embarrassing defeat. To me, in football, sometimes you're not good and sometimes somebody outperforms you, and you can accept that sometimes. One thing you cannot accept is being outworked, and I just felt they didn't even want to win that game enough. That looked like an arrogant performance. That looked like a team that turned up and thought, we're 4th in the league, we're playing well, we're playing against a championship team, and we're just going to roll these lot over. And we got our bellies tickled in the end, mate. And there's nothing funny about getting your belly tickled, let me tell you, people. So, yeah, wake-up call for Mikel Arteta, wake up for Arsenal. Embarrassing. I think, like Laurie said, Arteta's going to want that Liverpool game. The only problem is that's probably one of the worst teams that you could play against when you need a little, lift after a disappointing defeat. We know Liverpool, even with players missing, are going to give us a tough game. People, 2:00 tomorrow, Arsenal therapy. It's going to be brutal. It won't be nice. It won't be kind, but we're going to have to do it. Latte with the last super chat. Arteta thought we was winning, so Kolasinac came on. Man thought we was winning 1-0. He goes, you know what, Kolas, go on, mate, and just see the game out. He said, boss, we're losing 1-0. He said, oh, man, I don't know what to do. People, don't let Arsenal ruin your weekend, and I will see you at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Arsenal therapy in full effect. Make sure you download OneFootball. Link in the description. And we've lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, and we are out of the FA Cup. Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you at 2 p.m. Bless.